Hello and good evening to you all. My name is Sean Bennett, and for MyLocalRadio.com, we welcome you into this broadcast of the 4A Star Valley Braves basketball teams coming into Uinta County to face the Mountain View Buffaloes here on this Thursday evening in Wyoming. A little bit of a warmer day outside in Wyoming. It is cooled down, and it is heating up in here. The action heating up inside of this Mountain View Buffalo Gymnasium, where the girls team will take on the Star Valley Lady Braves to open up our night here. The Star Valley Braves, the Lady Braves, have not played in about almost 10 days. They have not played since about the 28th or 29th. That weekend right after Christmas, that week right after Christmas, when they held a tournament, they hosted a tournament at their home gym. They have not played since. Mountain View had that week off and then played that following weekend, last weekend. If you were with us, we thank you for coming back. Mountain View played at Pinedale last weekend. The girls team, we had all of those games on MyLocalRadio.com. If you missed any of the action, make sure you go in after this game concludes, after our stream concludes, and watch those streams back if that interests you. We have 3 Mountain View games from over the weekend there and 3 Lyman games as well. But tonight we will have 1 girls game and 1 boys game. First time I've covered the Mountain View boys in almost a month. Yes, it's been that long since we have seen the Mountain View boys basketball team on MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to get a chance to see just how much they have improved under new head coach Dustin Rees, also the activities director here at the school. We'll see how his team has improved, if they're able to continue the momentum of that number 2, of the upset against number 2 Douglas Bearcats over the weekend. They played in Rawlins. So the Mountain View boys team, they're going to take the court later tonight, but as of right now, the girls are set and ready to get underway. The girls 6-0 before this past weekend at Pinedale, when they suffered not only their first loss, not only their second loss, but 3 losses all in one weekend. Their first 3 losses of the season suffered to number 1 Douglas, number 2 Buffalo, and now the number 5 team Rawlins. So Rawlins, a game certainly, I talked to Jessica Moretti even moments ago when I was down on the court before this game started. I was able to talk to her, and I simply said, hey, Coach, how you feeling? How is the team practicing? And, the pleasantries as such. And she said that she actually got sick watching the film and had to really take a couple days to compose herself after that because of the Rawlins game. And her and I were able to talk about it and really just kind of describe what she was feeling and how everything was going on there. And simply put, I came to the conclusion with Jessica Moretti. I brought it up honestly with her, as always. And I was saying, you played great defense for the final 2.5 minutes, even longer. The final 3-4 minutes of that game against Rawlins was a defensive clinic for the Mountain View Lady Buffs. A game where they did not allow a point in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Yes, no points scored in the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds for Rawlins. They hit a free throw to extend their lead or make a lead at 48-47. That was the final score. Nobody scored in the final 2 minutes plus. So I was talking to Jessica Moretti, and I said, how is that as coach? Because you held Rawlins scoreless in the last 2 minutes of the game, but you could not turn that into any offense yourself. Just 1 point would have done it. They had a couple layups at the end that were no good, and Rawlins escaped with a 48-47 victory. That stream was a doozy, so if you are interested in watching that, once again, after our stream ends, because you want to stay here and you want to watch this one, maybe if you're looking for something to do this weekend or maybe later tonight as you go to sleep, turn that on and watch it. I had the call there in Pinedale. So MyLocalRadio.com, we're going to take a short commercial break on this MyLocalRadio.com pregame show. Once again, I'm Sean Bennett. Please join us after this commercial break for the start of the action from Mountain View between the 4A Star Valley Braves and the Mountain View Lady Buffs.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Rees Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Rees Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Rees Auto Service. Always visit Rees first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Rees Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
Well, we've got the Sunday Night Football music playing for the NFL on NBC. Those games are usually reserved for the best game of the night, and we might have the best game of the night here, so it might be fitting that that music was playing here as the Lady Buffs of the 3A classification are going to play up in class, something that they're used to. This team played several 4A teams when the Flaming Gorge Classic, the Flaming Gorge Invitational, I guess I could say, happened about a month ago. They played several 4A teams, including Jackson and Green River, amongst some others. Those teams were 4A, so no stranger are the Mountain View Buffs and Jessica Moretti to scheduling up. That was something I talked to her about as well before the game, and I really talked to her and just got her thoughts and said, asked, in an admirable fashion, how difficult is it to not only play these games, but to get them on the schedule, knowing that you're a 3A team. Obviously, the 4A teams can't play up any more than their classification, as they are the largest classification in Wyoming. And she said that, it can be a little bit difficult, and sometimes there are some scheduling differences. I believe she was telling me Green River, they were scheduled to play each other. Mountain View and Green River were scheduled to play each other in the regular season. They played each other over at the Flaming Gorge Invitational at Green River. They were supposed to play each other here as well at Mountain View, and I believe they were supposed to play on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, but it was ultimately a scheduling conflict after, they might have been scheduled to play some other time, and Green River had to cancel, and then they were trying to find another date for each team to play. Saturday was an open day for both teams, but coaches came together and they felt that it was not right to play 3 4A opponents directly in a row, back to back to back. So as it stands, they did not play each other on mylocalradio.com, so they will not play each other. But Saratoga later on the schedule will take their place for the My Local Radio coverage. So you'll get Saratoga and Mountain View later on in the season. We'll have them on mylocalradio.com. What? Yeah, it's going to be... here on mylocalradio.com, and sorry about that. We had somebody trying to sit right in front of our camera. That would not have been cool, so trying to politely ask them, hey, maybe don't sit right in front of my camera where you'll be blocking the view. But as it stands on mylocalradio.com, we apologize for that. Things about to get underway here. We'll have the starting lineups live on mylocalradio.com after they present the national anthem and America's flag.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Another lovely rendition of the national anthem here, sung by the choir at Mountain View. As the teams are ready to have their starting lineups announced, we will bring those lineups live to you. Brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, if you'd like to advertise with us by any of these pregame, postgame, halftime spots, including the national anthem sponsor or the starting lineup sponsor, please contact our radio station, KMYN 99.1 out of Evanston, Wyoming, and ask for Julie Burley to get you set up for that one. Caitlin Erickson going to make a start here for the Star Valley Lady Braves. Abby Coles, 5'7" senior. Shay Erickson, number 14, will start. Millie Merritt, also a senior. And, of course, Olivia Muir, number 32, a 5'10" senior. Going to be the starting five here. So a very experienced starting lineup for the Star Valley Lady Braves. They have plenty of seniors on this roster, and they're going to use all of them tonight in this matchup. I believe they have 6 seniors on the roster. Not unlike the Mountain View Lady Buffaloes, who have 5 seniors of their own playing. Starting, no surprise, the same starting 5 lineup for the Mountain View Buffaloes that we have seen throughout the season. Number 1, Hailey Stephens. Number 3, Allie Bugis. Number 4, Charity Harmon. Number 12, Haley Herford. Or number 12, Lindy Herford, excuse me. Excuse me, they announced Haley first. Lindy second. I'm very confused. All good. Lindy and Haley Herford going to start, as well as Bugis, Harmon, and Haley Stephens. Those are your starting 5. So a much smaller starting lineup for the Mountain View Lady Buffs, but that's no change for what they have seen this season. They're a smaller team, do not have a lot of size to work with, but it's certainly something that they have dealt with. And the athleticism, the quickness, the ferocity that this team plays with makes up for that height disadvantage they might suffer throughout the year. So it looks like Lindy Herford going to tip here for the Mountain View Buffs, and she's going to win it over to Haley Stephens, who tosses it to Bugis, and this game has been started. 5 seconds in here. Mountain View with the first possession, going right to left in the white. Star Valley in the red and yellow trim jerseys. Mountain View in the white going right to left. Star Valley going left to right on your screen. Inbounding underneath the basket, Haley Stephens gets it into Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon tries to get right back to Haley Stephens, but it's knocked away, and immediately the other way goes Star Valley. On the outside, that's Shay Erickson, and Shay Erickson traveled with it, trying to get back towards the top of the key. Took one too many steps there without putting the ball on the deck, and a traveling violation. Our first turnover for the Star Valley Lady Braves. 1 turnover and 1 possession for each team. Allie Bugis going to her left, drops it off to Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon, the top of the key, looking to go somewhere with it, gets it over to Hailey Herford. Hailey Herford driving towards her right, gets it in the corner. Open shooter Hailey Stephens. Don't want to leave her open if you're Star Valley, and they are lucky there. That ball goes off, but Allie Bugis comes down with the rebound, goes all the way from the left, all the way around to right, cutting down the key, and misses a layup there. So something that maybe plagued them against Rawlins was missed opportunities underneath and from in close, and that one proved to be a missed bunny there. Still scoreless a minute into this contest. That long three is no good, and Charity Harmon pulls down the rebound right from Olivia Muir, and Olivia Muir tracks her down from behind, pokes it out of her hands, and Star Valley back with the possession. So a rough start here as both teams trying to get the ball up on the rim and trying to get it in, and that's exactly what happens there. That was Olivia Muir with her first 2 points of the contest. Minute and a half in, it's 2-0. Star Valley leading the home Mountain View Buffalo. 6:20 in the first. Hailey Stephens uses a screen, goes to her right, cuts down the lane, and she traveled. Took a little bit of a Euro step there, not allowed in high school athletics. Millie Merritt defending, drew the turnover. Merritt in the backcourt, pressure from the Mountain View Buffs, able to be broken by the Star Valley Lady Braves as Abby Coles takes it across the center line. Coles picks up her dribble inside the three-point line, gets it over to her teammate Merritt. Merritt on the left side looking for Muir cutting down the lane, and Muir traveled. So a little bit too anxious here. Star Valley hasn't played in about 10 or 11 days, so it might be understandable for them. Mountain View still trying to get their own rhythm down here as they have not scored. Charity Harmon nearly loses it in the backcourt, and a double dribble has been called. Charity Harmon was knocked down. They said the contact was incidental, and it's another turnover. Star Valley with the possession, leading 2-0 here, 2 minutes in. Up top for three. No good on that one. Long rebound drops right into the hands of Erickson, and that shot is no good. Or excuse me, that was Millie Merritt on the second attempt. Ball to get knocked around in the paint. A foul was called, and it was not a shooting foul. It was on the floor, so Star Valley still going to inbound here underneath the basket. 2-0 score, 2:20 gone here in quarter number one. Merritt inside working on Lindy Herford. Could not get that one to go. Muir rips it out of the hands of Herford. And that's going to be two more for the Lady Braves. Lindy Herford had the rebound, and Olivia Muir said, "Thank you for putting the ball right in front of me." She took it away and laid it in from 3 feet away. Hailey Stephens on the right side, the prominent scorer for this Mountain View Lady Buffs team, and she cannot get that one to go. Lost the ball, and Star Valley, looked like Star Valley knocked it out, and Hailey Stephens, thinking the same thing that I did, went to inbound the ball, but unfortunately for her, it is Star Valley ball. So Star Valley with the possession here still has held Mountain View scoreless 3 minutes into this contest. Hailey Herford trying to cut underneath that pass, missed it, and talking about a miss, that shot is wide. Lindy Herford wraps down the rebound, doesn't let it go this time. Allie Bugis in the corner, travels with it as she rolls around. Allie Bugis went to the ground and she rolled over. Not allowed to do that in basketball, so that is another traveling violation, probably the 5th or 6th traveling violation we've seen called so far. Wish I had kept stats of traveling violations, but it has not been a clean start for either team. Otessa Olsen kicks it out for 3, no good, and Bugis with the rebound tries to race it up the court and beat the defense down the other way, and that's exactly what happens. But Sadie Mitchell from in close misses that one, and out of bounds into the Star Valley bench. Jessica Moretti not pleased at the action so far in this contest, as her team has yet to score almost midway through quarter number one. That is the bad news. The good news, her team has held the Lady Braves to only 4, so they could be trailing by a lot more after not scoring for the first 4 minutes of this contest. But instead, they trail 4-0 here. 4:20 to play in quarter number one. Ball on the left side. Otessa Olsen's going to attempt a deep 3. She's going to miss this one. Hailey Herford turns around, grabs the rebound, boxes out her defender, and goes the other way with it. Nearly stepped over the center line. Did not, according to the official. Sadie Mitchell on the left side. In the corner, Hailey Stephens for 3. She's missed all of her shots today so far, so let's see if she can find her rhythm sooner rather than later. You can't sit there. I'm broadcasting on the radio. You can't sit there because it's going to be on. Four to nothing the score. Hailey Stephens and her team still trying to score in this contest. 3:52 to play in this opening quarter. Mountain View has not scored. Star Valley with 4 points in the opening frame. On the left side, that's for 3. Rims around, touched every part of the rim except the right part if you're a Star Valley fan. And that was the bottom. Rebound underneath. I believe that was Caitlin Erickson who pulled it down. And she will earn herself a trip to the free throw line. The first free throws that are going to be attempted tonight. 3:33 left in the opening quarter of action where the Buffaloes now trail by 5 here, and a timeout for Jessica Moretti. So we're going to take this timeout too. We're going to hit the restart button if you're a Mountain View fan. Hopefully they'll get their offense set here on this timeout on mylocalradio.com.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back to action here at Mountain View High School where the Braves, the Lady Braves, are leading 5-0. Chance to make it 6 with a free throw attempt coming from Caitlin Erickson. And she's off the front rim, no good. Hailey Stephens pulls down the rebound in front of Tessa Olsen and goes the other way with it. Hailey Stephens trying to drive baseline, runs into 2 defenders, puts it up off the glass, no good. Tries to fight for her own rebound, but it is pulled down by Millie Merritt. And she gets it over to her teammate going the opposite direction. 5-0, 3 minutes to play quarter number 1. Will Mountain View score this quarter? That is the question. Some of the fans here are wondering for their home team. Nice baseline cut there from Cassie Hunsaker. Misses long right to Tessa Olsen. Tessa Olsen uses her height advantage. She is a 6-foot junior for this Star Valley Lady Braves team. And 2:55 to go. It's 7-0. So quickly this lead has grown. And just when I said Mountain View, the lead or the deficit for Mountain View could be worse, it's starting to get worse. If they do not score soon, they might be in trouble. That's another missed shot there, and luckily for the Buffs, it is turned right back over as Star Valley tried to get the outlet pass out on the left sideline, and it went wayward out of bounds. So 7-0 the score here on mylocalradio.com, where the home team still has not found their rhythm on the court. On the top of the key, that is Bugus with it, gets it over to Harmon. Harmon on the right side, trying to dribble. Looks for cutting Sadie Mitchell. Sadie Mitchell on the baseline, tried to get it up on the rim. Did, but did not get the bounce. And it's 7-0, 2 minutes to go. Star Valley, chance to make it a double-digit lead if they hit one from downtown. Talked to Jessica Moretti before the game, and she said that she hopes her team starts fast. This is not what she was anticipating or hoping for at this point. 7-0 the score. They have not scored here in the first 7 minutes of play. On the outside for 3, that is off the rim, long out of bounds, right into the arms of Jessica Moretti on the bench. And Star Valley has missed some open shots as well, so Star Valley could be playing a little bit better. If you're a Braves fan, you're thinking this could be a lot worse in both ways. Mountain View maybe lucky to be only trailing 7-0, but obviously frustrated that they have not scored here. 6.5 minutes gone in the opening quarter against a 4A opponent. That's not the way to get a win on your home floor. Bugus with the ball on the top of the key. Bugus moving to her right, crosses over, goes to her left, and a foul is called above the free throw line. No shooting foul. The first foul on the Lady Braves of the contest, so There is at least a 1 on the scoreboard somewhere when it relates to Mountain View, and that is fouls drawn here. Baseline inbound for Hailey Hereford. She tosses it all the way back out to midcourt, and Bugis was there to receive. Hereford sets a screen, tried to pick and roll, not going to work against the Braves. Lindy Hereford uses this screen, goes to her right, throws it right into the hands of a baseline defender for Star Valley, and here they come the other way, trying to use that transition offense. Back up top, open for 3, and that is good from Shea Erickson, 5'7" senior for the Lady Braves. And just like that, it is 10-0. So Jessica Moretti trying to get something to work here. They played 7 minutes and have not put the ball in the hoop. And in the corner, Bugis with it, or Harmon, excuse me, turning. Baseline, gets it all the way out to Hailey Hereford. Hailey Hereford open, passes up on the shot, dribbles right down the lane, and she scores the first points of the night for the Buffalo. Finally on the scoreboard here, 10-2. 35 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Let's see if the coach of the Lady Braves, David Moore, tells his team to get 1 possession out of this, or they just get the first shot available. 25 seconds to go. Ball up top. Brierly Battleson with it. Abby Coles. Long 2 on that one, no good. Rebound knocked over to Allie Bugis, who turns, crosses over at midcourt, drops it over to Lindy Hereford. She passes up on the open 3. She will drive the lane, and the Herefords have all 4 of the Mountain View points in the first quarter. With 2 seconds to go, will Star Valley get a shot off? They will not, would not have counted anyway, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So if you don't count the last minute of play, Star Valley played a near perfect quarter. Mountain View able to rally at the end of the quarter, score 4 points in the final 60 seconds. However, that was their only 60 points. They trail 10-4. Join us on mylocalradio.com for the continuation of this Lady action.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you ought to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Well, Star Valley will open with the possession here, starting the second quarter of play. Mountain View looking to pressure right out of the jump, as they did for the majority of that first quarter. 10-4 the score, Star Valley leading, but it could have been a lot worse for both teams. Mountain View did not score until a minute to go in the first quarter. Hailey Hereford with a lay-in, Lindy Hereford with a lay-in under 5 seconds to go. The only 4 points for the Buffaloes so far. And a lay-in there will open up the second quarter scoring for Caitlin Erickson and her team, as she found her way into the paint and found herself a little bit of an opening. Hailey Stephens moving to her right, picks up her dribble, bounces it over to Bugis. Bugis drops it off to Hailey Hereford. Hailey Hereford cutting down the right side of the key, and I believe they're going to call that a shooting foul. A foul was called. Let's see if it was a shooting foul. It was. Foul is charged against, I believe it was Olivia Muir. Let's see. Yes, they did update the scoreboard. 32, number 32, Olivia Muir picks up her first foul. Second team foul. 2 fouls for both teams here. So no foul trouble in the immediate future for either team. And Hailey Hereford gets 1 of 2 at the line. In the backcourt, some more pressure here from the Buffaloes. Able to be broken by the Lady Braves, and that one is tossed up and just missed, but a foul was called on the shot opportunity, so going to the free throw line for 2 shots is Millie Merritt again. Millie Merritt has been the big key piece here for the Lady Buffs early in this contest. Second free throw coming on the way, and that is good. So it's a 14-5 lead. The lead at 9, as in for the first time is Kylie Dellinger for the Lady Buffalo. Cutting down the lane, that is Lindy Hereford, and Lindy Hereford will go to the free throw line. So the Herefords doing all the magic here for the Lady Buffalo, the Mountain View Buffalo, being led by the Hereford twins, Hailey and Lindy. Lindy with 3 points, Hailey with 3 points of her own now, so equally balanced between the two. Unfortunately, the scoring has not been balanced among the team. Hailey Stephens hasn't been making her shots early in the contest, which has led to a 14-7 deficit. 2 free throws good from Lindy Hereford. And inbound to Olsen at midcourt. Dribbles almost stepped over and back, but did not. On the outside, that's Abby Coles with it. Steps inside the three-point line, takes that deep jumper, and that's good. 16-7 the score, 6:50 to play in quarter number 2. The Braves leading by 9. Dellinger moving to her left. Drops it off to Hailey Hereford. Hailey Hereford driving down the lane, trying to get another foul called, and it is another foul called. This one on the floor, however, so no shooting foul. But the Herefords have really been the leading players for this Mountain View team so far, and it's been driving. They've driven down the sides of the key and gotten fouled several times. They made a few layups of their own as well. So a deep three from Charity Harmon. She is a three-point shooter, maybe a little bit too awkward of a shot there, however, and that one is wide, no good, and Star Valley coming the other way. In the corner, that is Merritt tossing it inside and up and off the backboard. That is Caitlin Erickson using her size to put it past the Mountain View defense. 18-7 the score here. An 11-point deficit, 6 minutes to play in quarter number 2. Charity Harmon pump fakes, picks up her dribble, and on the baseline puts it up. A little bit unlucky there for Abby Coles. She had her hands up, and I think Charity Harmon kind of created the contact there, but to her credit, she will go to the free throw line for creating that contact and making it a 2-shot foul. First free throw up and good from Charity Harmon at the free throw line. She'll get one more here. Chance to make it a single-digit deficit once again. Second free throw away and good. So 18-9 the score. Mountain View making a substitution as Charity Harmon checks out. Mountain View trying to trap, easily broken there by Millie Merritt, and she nearly dragged her feet, almost did. Abby Coles, three-pointer, no good. Pulled down there by Lindy Hereford, gets it over to Allie Bugas to race it down the court. Allie Bugas, nice Euro step, gets through the paint, did everything but get the finish, and it is a missed shot there. Bugas trying to work on offense and defense, nearly had a turnover there as she came up behind the Star Valley player, nearly poked it away. And a 5-foot floater there from Abby Coles is good. And the lead back to 11. So Star Valley has been consistent here. 20 points here with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Mountain View did not score for the first 7 minutes of this contest. Trying to get more of an offense going. They've got 5 this quarter, excuse me. So a bit of a better pacing so far. Lindy Hereford driving down the right side of the paint, throws it up off the backboard and in. So the Hereford twins still doing most of the work here for the Buffalo. And underneath, doing all the work there was Caitlin Erickson. Coming in late to foul her was a Mountain View player. I believe it was Lindy Hereford. I believe a timeout was called. Yes, a timeout was called. Foul on Lindy Hereford. Going to the free throw line for 2 shots. It will be Caitlin Erickson after this timeout.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
So the timeout called by David Moore, head coach of the Lady Braves. Caitlin Erickson at the free throw line for 2 opportunities to extend that lead. The foul was called on Lindy Herford, her first, 4th on the Buffalo. Tessa Olsen ran in there like she was going to go grab the rebound. Lindy Herford grabbing her chest now as they laugh about it, saying, scared me there for a second. I thought I was going to get beat for an easy basket. This one is up and good, so Tessa Olsen trying to go for the rebound. Picked the wrong one to go for. 21-11 the score. And Mountain View breaks the little pressure put on by the Star Valley Braves. Lindy Herford over to Bugus. Bugus moving towards her left. Gives it to Herford. Going to her right. Drops it inside. Peyton Porter saw it go off of her hands. Might have been tipped away by Star Valley Lady Brave. However, it's taken away at midcourt. And, whoa, some extracurricular activities. Lindy Herford comes away grabbing her face. Might have got an elbow or the ball into her face. She seems to be okay. Jump ball was called. Possession arrow goes to the home team in the white, Mountain View. Lindy Herford catches the inbound, gives it to Bugus. Bugus moving to her right, looking to go to Kylie Dellinger. Kylie Dellinger reverses, goes to her right, right down the lane. Open lane there and misses it too hard off the backboard. Jessica Moretti with her hands on her head did not like the final result of that play. It was a good play to get Kylie Dellinger in that close, and just a little bit too strong there from Dellinger, who overpowered it when she didn't necessarily need to. Second chance opportunity missed there from Star Valley after 2 possessions without a basket. 21-11 the score here, halfway through quarter number 2. Ball in the corner. Lindy Herford. Not sure who the call was against. I think it goes against Star Valley. It's out of bounds, so inbound here for, hey guys, just you can't sit on the other side of this camera, right? Because I'm broadcasting, just that way. Thanks. Ball is knocked away, and Star Valley with the possession here. That is Millie Merritt with the ball. Millie Merritt up top over to Cassie Hunsaker. Hunsaker. Apologies for the fans who try to sit in front of our camera. Very packed gymnasium here. Everyone trying to find a spot. And the open 3 there is good from Star Valley. So 24-11 the score with 3:15 to play in quarter number 2. Bugus over to Dellinger. Dellinger on the right wing, trying to drive baseline, get it into Peyton Porter. Instead, kicks it back out to Lindy Herford, who has her shot altered there by Star Valley. Star Valley comes away with it, and racing down the court is Merritt, looking to find her teammate cutting towards the basket. She does, somehow turned around and kept alive, saved, and Abby Coles finds herself an easy 6-foot basket on that one. 26-11 the score. And Star Valley has run it up here after a 7-point lead after 1 quarter. Mountain View has struggled to put the ball in the basket from someone other than the Herford twins early in this one. On the outside, Lindy Herford airballs that shot. Long rebound goes down to Bugus. Bugus turns around in the paint, got a little bit too close, blocked by the rim. Peyton Porter grabs the second opportunity, and she also gets blocked by the rim. A little bit too close there for Mountain View as they lost possession of where they were on the court, lost their position on the court, and that 3 from the corner is rebounded by Lindy Herford. Bugus over to Dellinger, and a blocking foul is called on Star Valley here, so that is the sixth team foul, excuse me there. Foul does go against Abby Coles, so a big foul there for Star Valley, as that is Abby Coles' second foul in the first half, and she checks out. That one's stolen away, however, in the backcourt, and then immediately turned over by Shea Erickson. Shea Erickson got the steal and then was too quick to get rid of it, and she turned it back right over to Hailey Stephens. Hailey Stephens drops it in down low to Peyton Porter. Peyton Porter comes up short on her shot, and Star Valley with it, taking it across the center line. 26-11. It's been a solid first half here for the Lady Braves, who have shown why they are a 4A contender this year in the girls basketball classification. That one's knocked away, nearly knocked away, and turned into a steal by Lindy Herford. Instead, Star Valley with it. Otessa Olsen on the left wing, drives, cuts into the lane, and lays it up off the window, no good. And Charity Harmon comes away with the rebound. So Charity Harmon working her butt off to get every single rebound opportunity so far. Harmon in the left corner, gets it up top. Hailey Stephens, can she make her first three of the day? She cannot. Rebound goes back to Allie Bugis. Lindy Herford moving to her left. Back to Harmon. Harmon driving, and a foul is called. So it will be a 1-and-1 finally here for the Buffalo. A chance to score with no time coming off the clock. Charity Harmon at the line will get a 1-and-1. If she makes this one, she'll get another, and she does. So 26-11 the score. Charity Harmon, second free throw, is up and good. So the lead back to 13 for Star Valley. 26-13 the score. 35 seconds to play in half number one. Stay tuned for our MyLocalRadio.com halftime show, and then the second half action before our boys game gets underway following the conclusion of this girls game. Sadie Mitchell pulled down the rebound, had it taken away, however, by Shea Erickson, and Star Valley might have the last possession of the half with 10 seconds to play. That is Cassie Hunsaker with the ball. Hunsaker drops it off back to Erickson on the left wing. 7 seconds to go. The Lady Braves realize it. In the right corner, long three, no good. Pulled down by Sadie Mitchell, and she just passes it away. And Jessica Moretti's going to have a lot to talk to her team about in the first half. 26-13 the score on MyLocalRadio.com. We're going to take a commercial break. Join us for the MyLocalRadio.com halftime show, and then the second half action underway at Mountain View High School.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
If you can't give your dentist a 5-star rating, then you want to consider making your next dental appointment with Dr. McKay Frankham. One patient said, "The best experience I've ever had at a dentist." Other customer comments include 5 stars plus. And not only is Dr. Frankham the best dentist I've ever been to, but I can actually afford to have dental work done by Dr. Frankham. Make your next dental visit a 5-star experience. Call for an appointment today at 307-789-8910.
Back here on MyLocalRadio.com, this is the MyLocalRadio.com halftime show. Mountain View, if you're just tuning in, down 26-13 at halftime. And it was all because of the first quarter, albeit a good second quarter for the Star Valley Lady Braves. The first quarter is really what did them in. A first quarter in which they did not score, the Mountain View Buffaloes, for the first 7 minutes of action. Yes, it took the Star Valley Lady Braves about 7 minutes before they finally put up some points for the game. It was 9-0, and then it became 9-4 at the end of the first quarter, and a 17-point outburst in the second quarter is what really extended that lead for the Star Valley Lady Braves. As much as they held Mountain View scoreless in that first quarter, for the majority of that first quarter, they did not score a lot themselves. They only put up 9 points in the quarter. And then after that, the Mountain View Buffalo really started to get underway with about minutes to go in that first quarter. Haley and Lindy Herford both got a layup driving down the lane. They were able to get themselves enough separation and find a way down the lane, cutting down the lane. But the second quarter is really when the action picked up, at least for Mountain View and Star Valley. Both teams started to make some shots. And Mountain View was a more aggressive team in that second quarter. They drew about 7 fouls, or 6 fouls in the second quarter to get Star Valley to those 7 fouls, including 2 on Abby Coles. We'll have to watch that in the second half for Star Valley, as one of Star Valley's better players in the first half, Abby Coles, picked up her second foul late there. The Mountain View Buffs trailing 26-13 here. We're going to take a timeout and then recap the first half, preview what to expect in the second half, and then get underway on MyLocalRadio.com. Once again, thank you for tuning in.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back here at Mountain View in Uinta County here in Wyoming for the Mountain View and Star Valley game. We're currently in our MyLocalRadio.com halftime show. The score 26 for the visiting Lady Braves, head coached by David Moore. Meanwhile, the homestanding Buffalo playing for the first time at home in a while. Really trying to get the energy up, but they have not been able to do so. Credit the Star Valley defense, but also credit a lot of missed shots from in close, a lot of missed layups, and a lot of opportunities left on the court, something Jessica Moretti, I'm sure, is talking to her team about here as the halftime show comes to a conclusion. Star Valley back out on the court. Mountain View talking it over in the locker room. They obviously might have a little bit more to talk about, trailing 26-13, scoreless in the first 7 minutes of the game. You take away those 7 minutes, those 9 points scored by Star Valley, where they held a 9-0 lead, that might change some things as the Buffalo trail by 13. That slow start will kill you 9 times out of 10, and Jessica Moretti surely did not want that to happen against a 4A opponent, a capable 4A opponent as well in the Star Valley Lady Braves. Lady Braves played the other team from Uinta County. Yes, the Lyman Eagles earlier this season at home at Star Valley, and I was there to cover that one. That one a very similar game, but almost the opposite, where where Lyman jumped out to an early lead. And, well, if you're a Lyman fan, you might want to close your ears, or you might remember what happened. Their lead just kind of evaporated. It was a slow burn, and eventually the clock ran out in Lyman lost that game to Star Valley, the girls' team, and the boys' team came out and really just showed how good the boys are, so that'll be something to watch next game. But as it stands, Mountain View trying to save the girls' action from the Uinta County, as trying not to get that Uinta sweep going on. I believe it's Star Valley's ball here. We'll have to see. Can't see the possession arrow from where I'm sitting, so we'll have to see. But it does look like Star Valley. Yeah, Star Valley's going to go right to left on your screen, and they are about to inbound here. So Mountain View going to get on the court, play some defense. And inbounding the ball to start the second half is Millie Merritt. She gets it over to her teammate Shea Erickson, and Erickson takes it across the center line, and we are underway in half number 2, quarter number 3 here, 7:50 to play. 13-point deficit. Buffalo's had a lot of work in front of them if they're going to come back and win this one. But that's a good start as Charity Harmon takes it away in the corner, gets it out. Lindy Herford back up top. Lindy Herford driving down the lane, picks up her dribble about the free throw line, tried to get inside a little bit more, but she took 3 steps and a traveling violation was called. So a good start on defense to get the takeaway, but unfortunately for the Buffs, they turn it right back over, kind of how we started the first half of this game. Took about 2-3 minutes or so for either team to score. It was Star Valley to open up the game. On the elbow, up top, that is Caitlin Erickson, has it taken away. Does Hailey Herford have the speed? And no is the answer, as that is another takeaway by Abby Coles. Abby Coles takes it away, and coming the other way is Star Valley for 3, rims out, and a over-the-back foul is called. I believe that's going to go against Caitlin Erickson. Let's see who it was called against. Olivia Muir looks over to her coach, David Moore, gets some instructions. Foul was called on Caitlin Erickson, her second, team's first of the second half. Not sure exactly what the call was. The official was talking to Jessica Moretti. Maybe she had seen something different. I don't know exactly what happened, but seems to be all good here. 6:55 to play, quarter number 3. Hailey Stephens inbounding, and Hailey Stephens cutting down the lane, and a foul was called, I believe, on Star Valley. Yes, so that is going to be Abby Cole's third foul, a big foul at that, as Abby Coles picks up her third foul immediately here in the second half. I do not see David Moore making a substitution, or at least sending anybody to the table as of right now. And Hailey Stephens unable to make the first, and just as I say that, maybe David Moore realized. Cassie Hunsaker hops up off the bench, comes in for Abby Cole. So Abby Cole is point guard for the Star Valley Lady Braves, has to check out with 3 fouls, 2 fouls in the second half in the first minute for the Lady Braves. Rebound in the corner for Hailey Stephens, gets it knocked out of her hand, and it will still remain Mountain View ball here, inbounding in the deep corner. 6:44 to play, 26-13, 2 missed free throws there. Not going to be helpful as Hailey Stephens acted like she was going to drop it off to her teammate, and she cut down the baseline wide open but missed the layup. Jessica Moretti jumping up and down there, clearly not happy about how many chances they have let go here. This one could be a very close game had Mountain View made their layups or the shots from in close. That one just an inexcusable miss from Hailey Stephens. She was a little bit too open on that one. She might be wanted to be a little bit more guarded on that one because she was wide open and missed it right from in close. And because of that, Star Valley comes the other way, gets a lay-in, opens up the second half scoring 2 minutes in. Hailey Stephens gets it over to Charity Harmon. Charity Harmon driving down the right side of the lane, through some contact, no call, and she comes out with her own rebound, tosses it out to Allie Bugas. Allie Bugas for 3, and she's got all 3 of them. So the first 3-pointer of the second half as Mountain View trying to keep the pressure on, trailing by 12 in this contest. 5:45 to play. Nearly knocked away. It was knocked away, but nearly stolen by Mountain View. 5:45 remaining in quarter number 3. Inbound goes over to Muir. Muir drops it back off to Millie Merritt, who has played another big role for the Lady Braves today. Olsen. Merritt on the left side, up top. That is Hunsaker with it. Back to Merritt, just inside the 3-point line. Comes up short, an air ball. Allie Bugas picks up her dribble after rebounding. Gets it over to Charity Harmon. Harmon behind the back dribble. Gets it over to Bugas across the center line. Harmon for 3. Pump fake. Going to drive down the right side, and she's going to lay it in off the glass in the lead. Or the deficit, rather, for Mountain View. Back to 10 here, so Mountain View trying to make a push. Trail by 13 at halftime. They've cut that deficit now down to 10. Can they get it to single digits? On the outside, Olsen picks up her dribble, gets it right into the free throw line. The elbow where Muir bounces it off the rim, no good. Hailey Stephens pulls down the rebound. Muir beat for a second, has to get back on defense. Hailey Stephens pulls up, gets it over to Bugas for 3. Bugas a little bit too strong on this one, however, and Otessa Olsen able to wrap down the rebound and get it over to her teammate for an outlet pass. Lindy Herford defending. Bugas comes in to defend. Merritt, no good. Harmon with the rebound. Harmon has 3 defenders around her, somehow jumps up, gets the pass over to her teammate, and he lays it in off the glass. That is Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford, the hoop and the harm, will have a chance to make this a 7-point deficit. Things getting really interesting now that Abby Coles is out of the game with 3 fouls. We'll have to see how long David Moore lets this last, and just as I say that, he's going to want a timeout and talk to his team. Maybe stop this forward momentum from the Mountain View Buffalo. 4:24 to play, 28-20 in the third quarter on mylocalradio.com.
When you have any mechanical problems, always think of Reese Auto Service in Lyman first. Doug and the mechanics at Reese Auto Service work on everything from your lawnmower and snowblower to cars, trucks, farm and ranch equipment, and semis. You can also get tires for anything you need at Reese Auto Service. Always visit Reese first. You'll get great pricing and quality-friendly service. Reese Auto Service, 541 Highway 413, Lyman.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
At the free throw line is Lindy Herford. Chance for an and one opportunity, and she makes that a 7-point game. So Abby Coles remains out for the Star Valley Lady Braves. A big loss for the Star Valley Lady Braves, who are without their point guard, one of their best players at least tonight, making a lot of shots from in close, being able to cut through the defense. She is out with 3 fouls for the Lady Braves. From downtown, immediately getting those 3 points back is Shea Erickson, who nails the 3 from the left wing, and that lead back to 10 now for Star Valley. So David Moore maybe drew up a play out of the timeout. Seemed to have worked. Charity Harmon from downtown cannot get that to go. Almost turned into a 3-point shooting contest had that one gone in. Ball loose on the ground. Charity Harmon knocked it away, and the ball popped straight up in the air. 2 players on the ground, and the Star Valley player, Caitlin Erickson, stuck her foot up in the air and kicked it out of the air. Unfortunately, that is not allowed, so it will be Mountain View ball. Charity Harmon ball in the left corner, gets back out to Bugus. Bugus going to dribble it back out towards the top of the key. Lindy Herford looking to set a screen, turns, gets it over to Hailey Stephens, open for 3. Hailey Stephens fumbled the ball, maybe lost her opportunity. She didn't come away clean with it and misses the shot. Racing out of the break is Star Valley, and a nice pass ahead to Olivia Muir, who lays it up off the window and good. Back to 12, that lead. And immediately taken away again by Olivia Muir. Charity Harmon, a bad pass on that one. Threw it right into the taller Olivia Muir. Tessa Olsen working on Hailey Stephens on defense. A size mismatch for sure. And Olsen uses that size, got the position, and an easy lay-in for her once she got that close. Hailey Stephens not just going to let go that easily. She's going to say, okay, Olsen, you want to use that size? I'll use my quickness. She got right around Olsen on that one and laid it in. A nice touch down in close. That one's knocked away off the hands of Star Valley and out of bounds. So a couple substitutes coming in here. McKenna Bragg and Caitlin Erickson checking in for the Braves. Hailey Stephens and Haley Herford checking out for Mountain View. Sadie Mitchell and Kylie Dellinger in. So 35-23 the score. 2.5 minutes to play in quarter number 3. Live on mylocalradio.com at Mountain View. Charity Harmon for 3, and she nails it off the rim and in. Got a little bit of a nice touch on that one, and the deficit back to single digits at 35-26. 2:12 to play. Mountain View looks to be in a bit of a zone here on defense as they try to match up and jump in the passing lanes. Free throw line. Had Erickson turned around, looked at the basket. She might have saw that she was a little bit open. Had a shot opportunity, passed it up. Instead, a shot from in close is no good. That was Cassie Hunsaker, no good. Rebound for Lindy Herford. She's going to take it coast to coast, and she's going to get another and one. Lindy Herford, Lindy Herford coming up big. 2 and 1s here in this third quarter. Chance to get this game to 6 points. She has 1 free throw at the line. 7-point game for her team. And that shot is no good. Sadie Mitchell trying to get a rebound. Could not over Tessa Olsen. So the lead remains at 7 for Star Valley. Star Valley on the right side gets it up top to Shea Erickson. Erickson over to Bragg. Bragg, haven't seen a lot of her tonight, the sophomore. But as I say that, right down the lane goes the Star Valley player, Caitlin Erickson. And I believe a foul was called. An and one opportunity for Caitlin Erickson. Probably got away with a travel there as she turned and started running before she had dribbled, or at least in my opinion. But it was not called, and she gets fouled as she goes to the basket. It was Charity Harmon, her first. And the free throw is good, so that'll lead back to 10 as a 3-point play executed there by Star Valley after Mountain View had a chance for a 3-point play and could not execute the back end. Bugis turns around, drops it off to Hailey Herford. Lindy Herford. Lindy Herford pump fakes, drives down the lane. A foul is called. Sorry about that, said Hailey Herford. Both players with the last name of Herford doing really well tonight, so back and forth action here. 38-28 the score. Lindy Herford at the free throw line for 2 shots. That's 2 misses in a row for her. She'll try to get her composure back and make this one, cut it back to a single-digit deficit. 38-28. And that shot is no good, but Kylie Dellinger pulls down the rebound, throws it off the left side of the glass. Not really that close on the follow-up attempt. And Star Valley comes away with it. They've got some numbers down the court and stolen away. Allie Bugis, nice job running through the passing lane there. She's not going to stop. Allie Bugis all the way down the court, racing down the court with that speed. Lindy Herford, ball fake, drives down the lane, and a blocking foul is called. And guess what, folks? Mountain View will have a bonus situation for the rest of the quarter now. For the rest of the game, excuse me. The final 4th quarter and the rest of this quarter. Mountain View will be shooting on every free throw. 6 fouls called against Star Valley here in this quarter. And Lindy Herford is struggling at the line right now. That is 4 consecutive misses in a 10-point game. Lindy Herford tries to clear her head, make this one, and she does not get it. But Kylie Dellinger again pulls down the rebound, tries to get it out right to Charity Harmon for 3. Harmon's got it! So a big turnaround there as Lindy Herford misses 5 consecutive free throws, but this rebound falls down to Kylie Dellinger, who wrestled it away from the Star Valley Braves and got it over to Harmon for 3. Erickson driving down the lane, maybe a bit of a makeup call there. She was working through some contact. It looked like Mountain View was playing some pretty good defense, but unfortunately for them, they were called for a foul. And I believe it was Sadie Mitchell. Yes, Sadie Mitchell picks up her first foul, so no need to worry about foul trouble for the Buffs. And that's only their second foul of the second half. But the free throw is up and good. Chance to make it a 9-point game. And that is exactly what Star Valley does. Caitlin Erickson with the 2 free throws. Hailey Stephens back in. Sadie Mitchell out. 9-point game, 38.2 on the clock. Quarter number 3. Allie Bugis catches the inbounds pass, tells her teammates to clear out, and she'll walk it across the center line. Bugis moving to her right. Stephens dropping it off. Kylie Dellinger works all the way through, and Dellinger a little bit too strong there. Dellinger has not had the luck recently in making some shots from in close. That one a little bit too strong. She's maybe throwing it up off the glass a little bit too hard. Maybe something Jessica Moretti will talk to her about in practice. Maybe practice a little bit more. Just say, hey, when you get that close, you don't need to throw it that hard. Just kind of let the ball guide off your fingers. Just roll it off your fingers instead of throwing it off the backboard, if that makes any sense. But the score 40-31 after a Star Valley turnover. 10 seconds to go. Let's see if Mountain View gets a shot off here. Hailey Stephens running across, gets an outlet pass and lays it up off the window and good. So a 7-point game. Star Valley will inbound, and that's the end of quarter number 3 here at Mountain View. The score 40 for the visiting Star Valley Braves, 33 for the Mountain View Buffs. The Mountain View Buffs trailing by 7 here as we start the 4th quarter of action on mylocalradio.com. Please stay tuned for more action.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Action just getting underway here at Mountain View. 40-33, all third quarter dominated by the Buffs. They'll try to continue that forward momentum that they gained in the third quarter here in the 4th. as they trail by 7. It was a 13-point deficit at halftime, so they've cut it in half. Charity Harmon from downtown, and Charity Harmon's got it. There is a reason Charity Harmon won the Flaming Gorge Invitational three-point shooting contest. She has proved why tonight, as she has nailed several long balls in key moments for the Buffalo. 4-point ball game, 40-36. The 4A Star Valley Braves in the red going right to left on your screen. Mountain View in the white at home playing left to right on your screen. And that shot is no good. Lindy Herford pulls down the rebound. Almost a foul on the rebound from Star Valley. Remember, any foul is a shooting foul for the remainder of the game for the Buffalo. That shot is no good. Hailey Herford falling away from the basket on that one. Charity Harmon in backcourt defending. A little bit of pressure. Star Valley able to break it. Star Valley ball back up top. Shea Erickson with it. Abby Coles back in the game, however, with 3 fouls for the Star Valley Braves. Remember, the majority of that action came without Abby Coles, who picked up a 3rd foul immediately in that 3rd quarter, and she had to sit for the majority of that quarter with the 3 fouls. But David Moore going to play it as he needs to, trying to get the win here and worry about Abby Cole's foul trouble at another point. Olivia Muir cutting down the lane, knocked away. Hailey Stephens, what a defensive play. Gets it over to Lindy Herford. Charity Harmon, here the numbers go for Mountain View. They pull it out. Content to run some offense here. Down by 4, 6.5 to play. Hailey Stephens in the corner, open for 3, and she misses that one. A big 3-point opportunity there. Hailey Stephens has not found her outside game tonight. Unfortunate, because had she made some of these shots, they could be leading right now, but instead, Olivia Muir blocked on the initial attempt, gets her own miss, and puts it in. So back to a 6-point game. Hailey Stephens has been open, and just one of those days. As a shooter, you're going to have some days where you can't miss, and then sometimes it feels like the basket is only about a half a centimeter wide, and you can't make it no matter what. Charity Harmon trying her luck from way downtown, and that is wide, no good. 5:50 to play, ball knocked away in the corner. Olivia Muir not able to handle that hot pass, and a turnover. So 5:49 to play. Jessica Moretti trying to get her team and her offense back going here. 6-point game. This is theirs for the taking as they try to make this back to a 1-possession game. 5.5, approaching 5.5 to go in quarter number 4. Could be the final quarter of play if we don't have any overtime. Allie Bugis. Charity Harmon on the right side. Harmon gets it. Looking for Hailey Herford on the left side. Hailey Herford back up top. Over to Harmon on the right side. Harmon open. Waits for it. Hits the 3 and a little bit long there, but chased down by Hailey Herford in the corner. Ball knocked away out of Herford's hands right into the arms of Bugis. Lindy Herford going to drive baseline. Herford goes up, and she is fouled from behind. I believe that's Olivia Muir. If it is, that would be her 3rd foul, so we'll have to wait and see. It is against Muir. That will be her 3rd foul. So the 7th team foul for the Star Valley Lady Braves, the 3rd against Muir. 3 for Abby Coles as well, and Lindy Herford, new quarter, ends her free throw streak of 5 misses in a row by making that one. And it's 2 in a row for Lindy Herford. 2 big free throws there for Jessica Moretti's squad. Deficit back to 4, 42-38. This is the closest it has been since the first quarter when it was 4-0. And Mountain View was not scoring for the first 7 minutes of this contest. This would be a different game if had Mountain View started the scoring a little bit earlier, but as I said, they didn't score for the first 7 minutes. On the outside, talking about scoring, that's Shea Erickson from way downtown. That lead back to 7 after the 3 ball there. 4:40 to play, quarter number 4. Lindy Herford with the ball in the right corner, gets it over to Bugis. Bugis pump fakes, back to Stephens on the right wing. Stephens in the corner, no good. Stephens has not found her outside game tonight, as I have said, and to her credit, she's keeping on shooting, but it's just not gone her team's way tonight, and a timeout is called by David Moore. So David Moore, sensing maybe a 10-second violation, calls a timeout. We're going to take the timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
4:24 to go. Star Valley inbounding here in the backcourt. Shea Erickson. Pressure falls off from Mountain View. They rush up and tries to get a trap going. And that one is thrown off the hands of Olivia Muir again on the baseline and out of play. So another turnover. Jessica Moretti's squad just not taking advantage of some of these turnovers in these key spots. 4:05 left, fourth quarter. 7-point game. Bugis up top. Thought about a three, did not take it. Hailey Herford uses a screen, gets all the way down in close and misses the shot off the window. Rebound, Abby Cole as she gets it out to Muir. Muir in close, gets it blocked, tipped out of her hands. Charity Harmon with the rebound. And a lot of action there as the ball was knocked off of a Star Valley player out of bounds. Harmon had picked up her dribble underneath her own basket. Not a smart idea on that one. And with 3:43 to go, time running short here for the Mountain View Buffs to complete their comeback. And some pressure from David Moore's squad now. Bugis, bad position to inbound the ball right in the corner, but she dribbles out of it. And a timeout. So Jessica Moretti, sensing that it was not a good position to inbound the ball, calls timeout with 3:38 to play. Ball will still be in the backcourt for the Buffs when we rejoin the action on mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Well, if you know somebody that's not watching the stream, maybe not paying attention, be sure you contact them, maybe call them up, text them, say, hey, you're missing a great one here on mylocalradio.com. A 7-point contest with about 3:38 to play in the final quarter. Jessica Moretti called the timeout with her team inbounding now on the far sideline. Lindy Herford went to the baseline to inbound it. Hailey Herford inbounds, no pressure on this time from David Moore's team. Threes on the scoreboard here, 3:30 to play. Quarter number 4, 48-35 the score. On the outside, Charity Harmon from downtown in the corner, no good. A big miss there for the Mountain View Buffs. Rebound pulled down and outlet goes out to Hunsaker, or Erickson, excuse me. Merritt spinning as she gets it across the center line. Cole on the right side. Abby Cole inside. Millie Merritt for two more, and this could be it here for the Mountain View Buffs. If they don't start to move soon, it could be getting out of hand. And a 5-second call there. Jessica Moretti not happy at that one. She is screaming at her team. I don't know why they didn't inbound it. Granted, there's some pressure from Star Valley, but they're kind of just standing where they were. Mountain View was running back and forth. Instead, had they just turned and caught the ball, they could have had an inbound, but albeit a 9-point lead with the ball now is Star Valley, and a foul about 25 feet from the basket there. Only the 4th team foul, so no shooting just yet. I'm not sure if Jessica Moretti wants her team to foul just yet, but not a bad thing to pick up some fouls because eventually you'll assume that her team will need to foul if this game remains close. Merritt, ball up top, over to Coles. Coles from downtown, no good. Hailey Herford, rebound, turns around, runs down the court. Hailey Herford gets it over to Bugis. Bugis cutting in, no one Muir gets it to the corner to Charity Harmon from downtown, falling away, and that was not the shot that Mountain View needed, and Hailey Stephens nearly knocked it away. She did, but unfortunately went right to a Star Valley player, and that might just be the dagger with 2 minutes to play. Once again, Mountain View just too much of a deficit to overcome here late in this one. Hailey Stephens, nice step through, but misses the shot from down close. Tried to throw it up over her head, and this one probably going to go down as a loss for Mountain View. Not willing to write it off completely, but Star Valley in a prime position to win this one with 2:08 to play. Sure, when Jessica Moretti watches this back with her team, she might see that this is a game that her team could have won had they started a little bit quicker, not waited 7 minutes to score, and a charge is called. So just what they needed from Sadie Mitchell, who enters the game, draws a charging violation. And Mountain View will inbound underneath their own basket. David Moore, this pressure that he has implemented, really starting to bother, or really has bothered, this Mountain View Buffalo team. And just as I say that, it's a turnover in the backcourt right when they did not need it, or could not have it, excuse me. And Muir down in close. Gets a foul called. So, as I was beginning to say before that turnover, Jessica Moretti will probably look back at this game and say this is another one where Mountain View could have won the game. A lot of missed opportunities from down and close for Mountain View. I don't know how many times I've seen it tonight, maybe 7 or 8, if not more, opportunities where they had a layup, an open layup, not a contested layup, an open shot, maybe from inside 3 or 5 feet, and they just could not convert it. Star Valley has been good at converting all of their opportunities in the paint, and at the free throw line as well as Olivia Muir for 2 free throws. Bugis over to Lindy Herford. They're going to need to start shooting some threes to get back into this one. Lindy Herford drives down the lane, looks to be fouled, no call, goes up again and misses that one. No call. Muir gets it over to Coles. Coles down the lane. Olsen driving. Olsen lays it in. And it is a 15-point game. So all the work that Mountain View did probably been erased here in the last couple minutes. The score much closer. The score not indicative of how close this game really was. It will go down maybe as a blowout, as a 15, 20-point win for Star Valley, but it really was not a 20-point game. Remember, this was a 4-point game several minutes ago, and it just has not worked out. Once again, Mountain View has just had some problems scoring late. They had it against Rawlins, where they did not score for the final 2.5 minutes of that game, and it seems to be the case here. They have not scored in about 3 or 4 minutes in this contest, right when the game was closed. Hailey Stephens from the right corner and finally hits an outside shot. Hailey Stephens, too little, too late, unfortunately, for her team. She makes her first 3 of the night with 45 seconds to play. On the outside for 3, and that is Shea Erickson putting a bow on this one. A 58-41 lead for the 4A Star Valley Braves. Lindy Herford tries her luck from outside, and Shea Erickson pulls down the rebound. Let's see if a shot is attempted, and instead Allie Bugis knocks Erickson to the ground, and I believe that's going to be the 7th team foul. It is the 7th team foul, so a 1-and-1 opportunity with 18.5 seconds to play. Kylie Dellinger and Charity Harmon check out. Peyton Porter also coming in for Lindy Herford, as her night has finished here. Lindy really did her best to keep her team in it tonight, but just not enough for her team. 59-41, chance to make it 60 points on the night here for Shea Erickson, who's had a night of her own as well. Erickson makes that free throw, and with 15 seconds to go, Mountain View will have to dribble the clock out here to end this one. Hailey Stephens going to drive down the paint. Driving down the baseline, and lays it in. So Hailey Stephens finishes the game with 5 points in the last minute, but it's not enough. And Mountain View falls 60-43 on their home court. Stay tuned for the boys action as the Star Valley Braves and the Mountain View boys basketball team will compete here. Coming up in just about 15-20 minutes. Stay tuned to this stream. We will have both games on this stream. We're going to take a little bit of a break. I'll go down and try to get a word from Jessica Moretti as her team comes out of the locker room. And maybe grab Dustin Rees for a minute, see what his thoughts are about the Star Valley boys basketball team. So the final score is 60-43. The Mountain View girls basketball team falls at home in their first home game in about a month, as the boys teams will play in about 15 minutes from now on mylocalradio.com. Back again here on mylocalradio.com. If you are just joining us, the girls' game has concluded. The final score of that one, 60 points for the visiting 4A Star Valley Braves, 43 for the Mountain View Buffalo, Lady Buffalo, coached by Jessica Moretti. Jessica Moretti's squad suffering their 4th defeat in a row, something that they'll have to work on. But they're right back into action tomorrow night, also at home here against Evanston. We will have the stream of that one. Jake Hibbard will be covering that stream. I will be over at Lyman, about a couple miles down the road, where the Lyman Eagles are going to welcome in a 4A Thunder Basin into the Lyman Home Gymnasium tomorrow. So if you're interested in watching that Evanston and Mountain View, we will still have the stream. It will just be somebody else broadcasting that, an Evanston-based stream. Jake Hibbard broadcasting that one tomorrow night. So Mountain View, the boys trying to salvage this night, trying to get a win as we look to wrap it up here. I think we're doing a senior announcement for cheerleaders, I believe, is what is going on here. So, a couple minutes before the starters are announced for both teams. We'll cover them live on mylocalradio.com. So once again, if you're just tuning in, the girls' game 60-43, a 17-point victory for the Star Valley Lady Braves. However, the Mountain View boys still have to play here against a very talented 4A opponent in the Star Valley Braves boys basketball team, who are no slouch in their own right. Mountain View boys team is walking back out on the court. I think they're going to do another 3-minute warm-up or so. Star Valley is in a huddle right now, so maybe 3 minutes until the opening lineups here at Mountain View. Not exactly sure, but we're going to take a commercial break on mylocalradio.com. Please join us after this.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back here at Mountain View High School as the officials shaking the hands of the coaches, and we are just about ready to get set for the starting lineups between the Mountain View Buffalo and the Star Valley Braves. The boys going to play each other here before we conclude the night. About a minute away from opening lineups being announced here. Head coaches, of course, for Mountain View is Dustin Rees, also the activities director here at Mountain View. Coached the girls for a little while and has helped over coach the boys. A very good coach for this Buffaloes team, looking to offer stability to this program after a few coaches in a few years. His assistant coaches are Lonnie Meeks, Brandon Madsen, and Brent Walk. Meanwhile, for the Star Valley Braves, they are coached by Paul Kabanik, Cade Erickson, and Tennyson Draney. There are three coaches on the evening for Star Valley. So just about ready to get set, get underway here. Local time, it is 7:07 p.m. As we'll announce the Star Valley Braves first in the lineups. So once again, the boys here at Mountain View will play two 4A teams in 2 days. Tonight, they have got a tough test in the 4A Star Valley Braves, and then tomorrow they will play another 4A opponent at home in the Evanston Red Devils on mylocalradio.com. Jay Kibber will have to call that one. I'll be over at Lyman to broadcast a Thunder Basin at Lyman, both the girls and the boys, tomorrow evening. Starting lineups to be announced here for Star Valley. Number 0, Chase Merrill. Number 5, Andrew Jeske. Number 3, Taylor Horsley. Number 14, Dean Shaw. And Andrew Jeske in the starting lineup as well. R.J. Kazir, I think I said Jeske twice. R.J. Kazir, the other of the starting 5 for the Star Valley Braves. Now the Mountain View Buffalo starting lineup is about to be announced. In front of this home crowd and a little bit of a student section that has come together on the opposite side. Led off by number 2, Braden Walk. Kimball Madsen, number 4. You'll recognize a lot of these players from the football roster. A lot of these football players also playing basketball, and they play it very well. Very deserving. Number 10, Brigham Blumell. Trenton Wells, number 3, a guard. So they go over to give a shirt to the other side. And number 11, Colby Reese. So we are just about ready to get set here at Mountain View, where the Buffalo and the Braves going to play each other. Chase Merrill and Brigham Blumell, a size advantage for Morrell right off the tip, and he wins the tip, and we are underway on mylocalradio.com. Our second game of the night, the boys. Action underway. R.J. Kazir up top. Gets it over to his teammate Dean Shaw. Shaw looking to go to Horsley. Cannot get there. Horsley. That is Merrill. Up top, R.J. Kazir. I talked to head coach Paul Kabanik, and he had said that he has no problem wasting 45 seconds to a minute on each possession, and that's how he feels his team needs to win. He said it's really how the game is going. He says we played more athletic teams and tried to keep it in the 50s. We played less athletic teams and tried to get up in the 70s, so it almost seems like he is saying on this opening possession that he thinks Mountain View matches up pretty well because he has taken a minute off the clock, not even a shot attempted on here for the Star Valley Braves in their first possession of the contest. That is Horsley. R.J. Kazir gets it over to his teammate, Andrew Jeske, and it was worth the wait if you're a Star Valley Braves fan. The first shot of the game is a 3, and it is good. About a minute and 15 seconds in, a 3-0 lead. Nice pass down low. Brigham Blumell bouncing off some contact, and Blumell will go to the free throw line for 2 shots after his attempt rolls out. So I talked to Paul Kabanik, and he said that was something that he had to worry about in his first contest with 3A Lyman, the other Uinta County team. Lyman came into Star Valley, and they played, and Star Valley picked about 5-6 fouls up in the first couple minutes of that contest. I kid you not, it was about 2 minutes in, and it seemed like Lyman was already in the bonus. So I talked to him about that, and I said, is that something that you worry about? And he said, yeah, in 4A, they play so physical, and there is hardly any calls committed on touch fouls outside and some hand contact that they let go. And when you're playing a 3A opponent, they play by the 3A classification standards, I guess. And he said that that's something that he had to talk to his team about tonight, and don't foul. It might be more of a physical game in a 4A sense, but this is a 3A opponent, so you have to be a little bit more cautious of how you're going to foul. That one's taken away by Trenton Wells. He's going to go coast to coast. He misses. Braden Walk leaps up, gets the rebound without hitting the floor. He lays it back in, so a nice play by Braden Walk will make the coaching staff very happy here. 3-all on the outside, 4-3, and 2 threes in their first 2 shots. Chase Morrell on that one. Morrell extends that lead back to 3. 6-3 here. 2 minutes into this contest. Braden Walk cutting right down the lane, and I think a traveling violation was called as Braden Walk tried to get through some contact there, but they said he traveled, as the defender was in legal guarding position. Braden Walk with a visible limp on the court. See if he's okay. Might have been just a Charlie horse there as he puts his hands on his knees. Dustin Rees turns around, gets his bench up, and yes, Braden Walk will come out of the game. So hopefully Braden Walk is okay as he will try to work it out on the sideline, whatever his issues are. Might have just been a Charlie horse, might have been kneed in his thigh, one of those stingers, but checking into the game in his place was Hunter Meeks. This one down the lane. Cutting in was Colby Reese, gets it back out to Meeks. Brigham Blumel leans in, and Brigham Blumel throws it up off the window, and good. So Brigham Blumel, the first 5 points here for the Buffalo. Or excuse me, Braden Walk got 2. But 3 points for Brigham Blumel. Down the lane, Wells, no good. Meeks, rebound, also no good as he threw that one a little bit too long. Didn't have a great angle on it, and 6-4 the score. 5 minutes left in quarter number 1. Blumel playing defense, might have altered that shot. I don't know if he got his fingertips on it, but we'll give him credit for a block. Come the other way. That right jumper is no good, from Colby Reese. And Star Valley grabs the rebound, coming the other way. Outside, up top, 4-3, and good. That was Andrew Chesky, his second 3 of the contest. All 9 points have come from downtown. Mountain View just did not match up on the other side of the court in that transition defense, and Chesky found himself open. Trenton Wells using the baseline, no good, but Brigham Blumel, who else but Brigham Blumel? The big body inside is putting in some work early in this contest. He's listed as a guard / a power forward on the roster, the official rosters here. But Brigham Blumel putting in some work here. It could be a big night for him. He's already got 5 of the 7 points for his home Buffalo team. On the outside, 4-3 again. No good from the corner. Jeske saves it. Tapped out of bounds there by Hunter Meeks, the sophomore. And here comes a Braden Walk back in the game. So good to see him. Hopefully worked out whatever ailment was he was suffering from. That is Dean Shaw with the ball up top. Gets it over to Jeske. Jeske is open, passed up on the shot. From downtown, this one is long out of play there. Saved, however, by R.J. Kazir, and coming the other way is Mountain View. Braden Walk does not seem to be hampered as he was when he checked out, but unfortunately there he jumped up, and when you leave your feet as a passer, it kind of limits your opportunities. You have a very limited window to get the ball out of your hands, and when he did, it was turned over. On the outside, turnaround, spinning, no good. Rebound from Wells. Wells taking it up the court on the left side. He will turn around, fake the handoff, gets it back out up top to Kimball Madsen. Kimball Madsen stops, picks up his dribble, gets it inside to Brigham Blumel. Blumel driving the right side of the lane. He lays it in and is fouled. 2 more for Brigham Blumel with another chance. And a three-point play here. Had a chance earlier tonight, but he missed the original shot, so it was not a three-point play, but was fouled on that shot, laid this one in. It's tied, and chance to give Mountain View their first lead of this contest. And that is what Brigham Blumel does. So Brigham Blumel, 8 of the 10 points here for the Mountain View Buffs early in this one. On the outside, driving in was Horsley. He gets it back out to his teammate in the corner. Off of his feet was Blumel on defense, and that lets Mason Erickson drive right through the lane and score. Brigham Blumel bought the pump fake, jumped up in the air, and Erickson drove right by him. A steal. 2-on-1, and that is a lay-in. Nice job there for Taylor Horsley to beat the Mountain View defense down the court. Went 1-on-2 and laid it in. 13-10 the score. The Braves leading. Saved right to Kimball Matson underneath the basket, and Kimball Matson lays it in. So a nice play on defense there from Taylor Horsley, but he did the absolute worst thing. He threw it towards his own basket right into the hands of Kimball Matson, who was standing under the basket and scored. I'm sure that Paul Kabanik, if he had that to do over, would tell his player, hey, throw it towards the other basket. Worst case scenario, you turn it over, and they have to go 90 feet. That one is laid in by Star Valley, so a high-paced action. It took about a minute, 15 seconds for Star Valley to shoot the ball in the first possession of the game, and it has gone into a high-paced, action-packed first quarter here. So Paul Kabanik said that it's kind of the feel of the game. Maybe his team, after taking a minute and 15 to score, has realized maybe they need to push the pace a little bit more against this Mountain View team. Brigham Blumel at the free throw line once again. He's made a living there today so far in the first quarter, but he misses the first free throw. Foul, by the way, was called on number 3, Taylor Horsley. That is the third Star Valley foul of this first quarter. So that's something that I talked to Kapanik about, as I said. And he told me that in 4A ball, they don't call a lot of these fouls. So his team's a lot more physical, and when they play a 3A opponent, they need to learn that some of these fouls are going to get called on this level. And that is the reason that his team has 3 fouls in the first quarter. Brigham Blumel makes two of his 3 free throws, and it's back to a 1-point deficit. So Brigham Blumel checks out. 12 points in quarter number 1 for him. Or 10 points, excuse me. Kimball Matson did get a lay-in. On the right side, and I believe they're calling moving screen there. And they will. The foul will go against number 11, Will Johnson, his first, team's 4th. So the fouls quickly starting to add up here for Star Valley as they are halfway to the bonus. Mountain View still has not committed a foul here in the first quarter. Turning around, that shot is no good, and a rebound comes down, and a over-the-back foul is called actually on Mountain View. I believe they got Trenton Wells with that one, his first, team's first. So just as I said, they had not committed a foul. Mountain View then quickly commits a foul, just to prove me wrong. Underneath, and a traveling violation is called. Dean Shaw had it. Nice move to get open on the baseline. He cut down the baseline, and he found himself open on the block, caught the ball, but he started moving his feet as Mountain View was quick to recover and getting his face on that one. Took one too many steps and traveled. 1 minute to play, 15-14, Star Valley with the lead. So a high-powered, high-action first quarter here as Mountain View with the chance to take the lead nearing the end of the quarter. Brigham Blumel nearly lost it, and a jump ball is called, and it will be Mountain View ball with 50.4 on the clock. That is Colby Reese to inbound. He gets it into Trent Wells. Back to Colby Reese up top. Reese working towards his left. Brigham Blumel in the right corner. Blumel turns, spins, drives down the baseline again. He gets fouled, and he gets another opportunity for a 3-point play. Brigham Blumel doing it all on the offensive end for the Mountain View Buffs tonight. 16-15, chance to make it 17. and that is exactly what Brigham Blumel does. So if I'm not mistaken, that is 13 of the 17 points in the first quarter scored by Brigham Blumel. He is nearly outscoring Star Valley all by himself. Star Valley turns it over, and Trenton Wells with the ball on the base on the sideline. 28 seconds to go. Dustin Rees calls out some instructions for his team. Let's see if they go one possession here or just get a open shot. 20 on the clock. It is Kimball Madsen with it. Madsen turns around, looks at his coach, and Dustin Rees calls out a play. Wells with it. Gives it over to Rees. Back up top. Brigham Blumel on the left side. Trenton Wells looking to find Kimball Madsen underneath. Kimball Madsen gets it and scores. Kimball Madsen, a 3-point play with 2.4 on the clock. And Mountain View is making it count from the free throw line tonight. 6 fouls on Star Valley in the opening quarter, and for the rest of the first half, the Mountain View Buffalo will be shooting free throws. That one is knocked out of play there with 1.1 to go. So the front end missed, or the 3-point play missed, rather. And Star Valley, as the time expires, did not get that shot off, would not have counted. But the first quarter ends, and high fives all around down the Mountain View bench as the Buffaloes lead the Braves 19-15 after one quarter on MyLocalRadio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Here on MyLocalRadio.com, 19-15. Buffaloes leading the Braves after one quarter. Paul Kabanik's team committed 6 fouls in the first quarter. So that means that the Mountain View Buffalo will be shooting on every foul for the remainder of this first half. Something to watch out for. A long three, no good from R.J. Kazir, rebounded by Mountain View, and they push the ball down the court the other way. Braden Walk, with the ball. Braden Walk has it knocked out of his hands. Gets back out top to Trenton Wells. Trenton Wells has run the point well tonight for his team. Wells spins, turns, gives it to Rees. Rees at the free throw line. Brigham Blumel inside. That is Hunter Meeks. Meeks turning around, gets back to Wells for 3. Air ball. Wells cutting down the lane and give an assist to Colby Rees. Obviously something Colby Rees is very used to by now. Colby Rees, an all-state lineman for the football team, got an assist on that one as he got the rebound. Trenton Wells followed his own shot, cut right towards the basket, and an open lay in there. Sprinting down the floor is Rees. Rees lays it in. So Rees, an assist and 2 points in this quarter. And the lead has grown to 8 here from Mountain View. Let's see if Paul Kabanik lets this one ride out or calls a timeout. Looks like he is going to leave his offense out on the court. As of right now, a minute and a half into quarter number 2. That is a 3 up top. Off the rim, no good. Trenton Wells grabs the rebound. He sends it down the court. Colby Rees turning, spinning. Braden Walk from downtown. Braden Walk follows his own shot. Cuts in the lane, pulls up. The runner, no good. And I believe they got a foul. Hunter Meeks. Good play there from Hunter Meeks, but just not what he envisioned there, as the ref saw that he had some arm. He thought he had all ball, but a timeout for Paul Kabanik. We're going to stick right here on MyLocalRadio.com as the Star Valley Braves have been shut out here in this quarter, albeit only 2 minutes in, but the Mountain View Buffalo have put up 4 points here in the first 90 seconds of action. And they lead by 8. An 8-point lead for the Buffalo. So the girls lost 60-43 to Star Valley before this contest. The boys trying to suffer from a different fate, maybe give Star Valley some of their own medicine. .6:15 play in the second quarter. Star Valley inbounds it. No pressure from Mountain View as they get it across the timeline. In the corner, blocked, tipped away. Trenton Wells with the rebound, or grabs the ball, I guess we could say. I don't know if it's still considered a rebound. Underneath the basket, Trenton Wells back up top. Walk. Tried to throw a baseline to Hunter Meeks, but a little bit too quick for the big man, and there actually is a Star Valley touch that. Mountain View was running down the other side of the court, but I guess the official saw something different, and an inbound for Mountain View. Breaking Blumel over to Braden Walk. Braden Walk gets it over. Open three for Kimball Matson. Rolls off the rim, no good. Hunter Meeks goes for the rebound. Points the other way, and he does not get his wish granted, as they do say it is Star Valley ball. 5.5 to play, first half. The home Mountain View Buffalo trying to hold home court advantage in this one. They lead by 8 early in this contest. Kimball Madsen over to Braden Walk, defending in the corner. Ball back up top. Dean Shaw gets it over to Chase Morrell. Cutting down the lane there was Horsley. He did not get the pass, however, from his teammate. Horsley winds up with it in the right corner. Trenton Wells defending. Horsley crossing him over. Back up top. Nice drive there. A little bit stuck as Star Valley picked up the dribble, kicked it out for 3, no good. Braden Walk stands there, gets run into, but still grabs the rebound. Star Valley has not scored here in the first 3 minutes of this second quarter. Mountain View trying to extend that lead while they can. Braden Walk from downtown for 3, and he's got it. Braden Walk hits his first 3 of the contest. And the lead is at double digits. And the home crowd is loving it here with 4.5 to play on the outside. Horsley on the right wing, looking to get it to his teammate Dean Shaw. Dean Shaw right down the lane, and he touches every part of the rim on that one and gets it to go. Cutting that deficit back to 9. Andrew Jeske, I think, thought some of his teammates were to help pressure. He was a one-man press there, but he did not force anything. 3-pointer rebounded underneath and sent out for Star Valley. Down the lane, foul called as Taylor Horsley, the 5'9 junior, went to the baseline. He was fouled. He did not make the shot, but he will get 2 free throws out of it. And let's see who they called that foul on. They did call it on Trenton Wells, his second foul of the contest. So the only foul trouble in the game for Mountain View to worry about, as Wells picks up his second. Wells, a little shocked that he's coming out. Maybe he didn't realize he just picked up a second foul. Smart play by Dustin Rees to take him out. You don't want him to pick up that third foul, especially in the first half of what has been a physical game so far. Right now, Horsley at the line, chance to make it a 7-point deficit, and that's what he does. Goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Braden Walk gets the inbound. A little bit of pressure up here for Star Valley. Dustin Rees calling it out in the backcourt. Mountain View picked up the dribble, but able to survive that possession. And they throw it away on the baseline, but it is out of bounds off of Star Valley. So they survived that turnover, nearly turned it over, but did not. Down the lane, laying it up. No good on that shot. That was Ashton Schofield. And Star Valley with the rebound. Dustin Rees wanted to walk there, did not get the call. Ball back up top, Dean Shaw with it. Gets it over to his teammate Jeske. And on the baseline, that is Chase Morrell. Morrell, a little bit too hard there as that one goes off the rim and no good. 3:20 to play, 26-19 the score on mylocalradio.com. Back and forth action here, and that one is knocked away. Coming away with it is Taylor Horsley. Shaw on the right wing, 5 out 5 wide here for the Star Valley Braves. Ball deflected out of bounds, and it will remain Star Valley possession here. Right side, Jeske with it. Looking to get it to his teammate. He does up top. Horsley open for 3, misses that one. Ball squirts out back towards the top of the key where Jeske has it. Jeske turns around, fires, no good. Mountain View needs to get a rebound here as that's the 3rd offensive rebound, making 4 offensive rebounds on this possession for Star Valley. They're just shooting 3s and getting a rebound. A foul has been called, and Taylor Horsley makes a 3. I think the foul was underneath on Hunter Meeks. It was. They are not in the bonus. I don't know why the teammates are lining up. It was not a shooting foul. It was a foul after the shot had occurred, so the 3-point basket is good. And now it's just like a turnover, an offensive foul for Mountain View as Hunter Meeks picks up his 2nd foul, the team's 4th. 26-22, ball in the corner. Mountain View trying to double and jumping in front of that pass. Nice play there in the corner. Nearly had it taken away was Colby Rees. Well, Colby Rees comes up with the steal, takes it across midcourt, and has it tipped out of his hands. And Mountain View will retain possession here, leading by 4 with 2:22 to play. .222 to play. Dustin Rees doesn't like what's happening. Senses maybe a momentum shift. He's going to call a timeout. We're going to take the timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Westar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Westar Printing, 307-789-5202.
So whether it has been the style of the game or just maybe a different change of pace, and that one is stolen away. I'll get to that in a moment. Taylor Horsley driving down the lane. He lays it in off the window and good. So 2 more points off of a steal, goes coast to coast in the lead, down to 2 after it grew to 11 for Mountain View. Mountain View has not forced or drawn a foul on Star Valley this quarter. Colby Rees, an offensive rebound. The shot was long, fell right into the hands of Rees, who was waiting, and he laid it in. And on the other side, an open 3 there from Mason Erickson. You can't leave these shooters open from Star Valley. They're going to make you pay 9 times out of 10. And another turnover. Braden Walk turns it over. Taylor Horsley at midcourt is fouled by Braden Walk. So Braden Walk compounds his error, his mistake in the turnover by fouling about 30 feet away from the basket. Maybe stopped a fast break, but still don't want your point guard to pick up some fouls. That's only his first, but the team's 5th. So as I was saying, Star Valley had 6 fouls at the end of the quarter. Mountain View has not drawn a foul this quarter. They would be shooting on any foul, and they have not committed. They have not forced any fouls to be committed by Star Valley. So maybe good defense by Star Valley, but Mountain View is not as aggressive as they were in that first quarter, and because of that, Star Valley with a chance to take the lead here from the free throw line. First free throw off the front rim and wide right. No good there. Alec Lawson at the free throw line for the Star Valley Braves. Second free throw is up and no good. Rimmed out. And Kimball Matson pulls down the rebound. 28-27, 1:25 to play. Mountain View still holding on to a 1-point lead. They've had the lead for the entirety of this second quarter after taking it late in the first. Brigham Blumel picks up his dribble, kicks it out to Colby Rees for 3. Rees off the back window and wedged off the glass, no good, and knocked out of bounds by Mountain View. So Mountain View has gone a while without scoring here, without making a field goal. And because of that, Star Valley with the chance to take the lead on this possession. 1:05 to play, 28-27. Star Valley Going left to right on your screen, wearing their red and yellow. Mountain View in the home white with the purple trim, going right to left. Brigham Blumel just kind of turned around wildly there because Star Valley looked like they were attempting a lob play, but the ball was passed right off the front rim and out of bounds. So not a play you see very often, but Mountain View will take it. A turnover for Star Valley. Just under a minute to play. Madsen, Reese, and Walk up top. Nice lob play there. Kimball Madsen underneath. A foul has been called. It looked like Madsen was hit when he caught the ball. Nice play from Madsen. Madsen was on the left wing. He saw the Star Valley defense slacking a little bit once the ball was reversed, and he just made a nice back cut towards the lane. A perfect pass from who else but a quarterback in Braden Walk. And that one is short on the first free throw. So I'm not sure if maybe one of the assistant coaches, Brent Walk, called up that football-style play. Toss it towards the end zone, towards the goal line, and score it, but not converted. And Mountain View with the rebound. On the outside, Braden Walk for three. Misses that one off the hands and out of bounds of Star Valley. Looked to me like it was off of the hands of Ashton Schofield. Mountain View will have possession here with 35 seconds to go, however. Chance to extend that lead. Reese inbounding, throws it away off the hands of Kimball Madsen, and it's turned over. No, it is not turned over at midcourt. Ashton Schofield trying to play defensive back on that one. He ran into Star Valley player at midcourt, knocked him over. A foul was called, and a free throw, a 1-and-1 opportunity will ensue here for Star Valley. Chance to take the lead. So Mountain View worked so hard to get that lead up to 11. They have surrendered that lead here late in the second quarter. And the first free throw is up and good. This one is tied as Taylor Horsley makes his first attempt. Foul was called, by the way, on Ashton Schofield. As I said, that was only his first, but the team's seventh. So 6 fouls in this quarter for Mountain View, only 1 for Star Valley. That came on the last possession. Star Valley had 6 fouls going into the quarter. And Mountain View has just not been aggressive drawing those fouls this quarter. And a timeout for Paul Kabanik. We're going to stare it here with 30 seconds to play as Kabanik drawing up a play on defense maybe. Maybe some pressure, I'm not sure. But Kabanik wanted to talk to his team before this could be the last possession of the first half for Mountain View. Dustin Rees, his assistant coaches talking it over in their huddle. As the players come on the court, I will tell you who's on the court for Mountain View in this final offensive possession. Looks like Star Valley is going to come out with some pressure here. Trenton Wells, Kimball Madsen, Braden Walk, Brigham Blumel, and Colby Reese on the court for the Buffalo here on this final possession of the first half. Their lead, which was once at 11, is now a deficit of 1 point. Colby Reese tosses it up. Kimball Madsen in the paint. Madsen goes up through a lot of contact and no call. A call has been issued now, however, and I think it's going to go against Star Valley on the rebound. It is going to go against number 12, Alec Lawson, a 6'2 senior, and I believe this is a 1-on-1. It was not a shooting foul, so the 8th team foul and a 1-on-1. Actually, it was a shooting foul. So Kimball Madsen, not sure if it was on the initial shot there or on the second opportunity. A lot of confusion on the court. Some of the Star Valley fans thought it was a 1-on-1. Ashton Schofield checks in with 18.8 to go. Kimball Madsen, chance to tie it up at 29. And he misses short on both free throws. Killer there for the Mountain View Buffs as they had a chance to tie up the game or take the lead as they go into halftime. Instead, they will trail going into the break. On the outside for 3, no good. Rebound Star Valley on the left wing. Elbow jumper pulling up, and that is no good. And that is how the first half will end. R.J. Kazir missed the shot at the buzzer, and the Mountain View Buffs led by 11 in the first half, but it is Star Valley taking the lead into halftime. 29-28 the score on MyLocalRadio.com. Stay tuned for our MyLocalRadio.com halftime show brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Coming up after this commercial break.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com today.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Franklin. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
Your mobility affects every aspect of your life. When you suffer from an injury that decreases your mobility, or maybe you're just noticing that you're having a harder time balancing and your flexibility isn't what it used to be, call Randy Christofferson at Achieve Sports Medicine. Randy will work with you to improve your overall health by reducing pain and improving mobility. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-747-4627. Achieve Sports Medicine in Lyman. No excuses, just results.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Back to action here on mylocalradio.com, where the halftime festivities are going on. I don't know if he's a basketball player or not. This gentleman near midcourt made 2 midcourt shots here, one at halftime of the girls' game, one at halftime of the boys' game. I believe he just won himself a 6-pack of soda of some sort. So he's won 2 6-packs. Certainly, luck is on his favor. I believe you pay like $1 and you shoot from somewhere on the court where they have some candy or some drinks laid out, and that is what you can win. So good value if you hit your first half-court shot. Win a 6-pack of soda for $1. But as it stands, the score in the actual game that is going on, the Mountain View Buffs 28, the Star Valley Braves 29. 29-28 the score. The visitors trying to pull off the sweep here as they won the girls contest 60-43. They are trailing, or the visitors are also leading in this one by a score of 29-28. So Mountain View trying to avoid that sweep, trailing here in the halftime festivities of their home game. 29-28, Mountain View led by as many as 11. If you're just tuning in to mylocalradio.com, it was an up and down first half where the Mountain View Buffalo really raced out to a large lead to start the second quarter. After leading by, I believe it was 4 after one quarter, 19-15 if I'm not mistaken. They jumped out and they took a 26-15 lead before Star Valley really raced back. Since then, Star Valley a 14-2 scoring run to close out the quarter. They lead by 1 at the break, so each team is led after one quarter. And Star Valley's lead sits at 1. I believe if I have my math, my arithmetic, or whatever you want to classify it as, if I have that right, I believe it should be Star Valley ball coming out of the break. I believe the last tie-up went to Mountain View. But we'll have to see. I can't see the scorer's table position from where I am up in the top of the bleachers, so I don't know whose possession it will be. But if it is indeed Star Valley's possession to start the quarter, I expect them to come out just like they did in the first quarter, where they take some time off the clock and just get the right shot. And it took them about 1:15 to even get a shot off in the first quarter. They were just passing around, content to kind of see the ball go around on the three-point line, and eventually they found themselves open, and it was a 3 from, I believe it was Andrew Jeske who made the opening 3 of this contest. Jeske and Taylor Horsley. Taylor Horsley especially has been huge in this one so far. As we look at some stats, 16 rebounds for Mountain View, 11 for the Star Valley Braves. Star Valley shooting the ball at about 66%. That's a great field goal percentage. Mountain View not shooting it bad on their own right. They are shooting 45%, but it has not been good enough so far in this contest as they trail by 1. So Mountain View going to force Star Valley maybe into some more bad shots or some more contested opportunities, as Star Valley was making a lot of their open opportunities in the first half, leading to that 67% from the field goal range. So let's see who is inbounding. It actually will be Mountain View ball, so I was wrong. Not the first time, certainly not the last time I'll ever be wrong. But no harm, no foul. 29-28 the score. Mountain View will get the ball. Chance to take the lead as we start the second half. That is Braden Walk getting the inbounds pass immediately here. Braden Walk on the right wing. Mountain View a little bit bunched up on the right side of the court, and immediately a foul is called. They're going to get Chase Morrell, 6'5" junior, the tallest player on the court for either team, towering over some players at 6'5". Commits his second foul of the contest, and the ball is knocked out of play by Jeske, and Mountain View will inbound from the same spot on the court. 7:41 to play, quarter number 3. Ball thrown up top, Trenton Wells with it. Gets it over to Braden Walk. Braden Walk pump fakes, gets it inside to Kimball Matson at the free throw line. Matson not looking at the basket, gets it over to Colby Reese. Colby Reese picks up his dribble. Back up top, Matson, Wells. Braden Walk up top, open for 3. Nice passing, and that leads to a 3-point shot. So first half was opened by a 3 from Star Valley. Second half, a 3 from Mountain View. 31-29, Mountain View retakes the lead. 30 seconds into this second half. Driving down the baseline, putting it up, no good. That was Morrell with the rebound underneath the basket. Paul Kabanik not happy that there was not a call on that one. He shouted at the official after the ball was pulled back out. Where was the call? That one, a runner, no good at the free throw line, pulled down by Mountain View. And 6:58 to go. Mountain View has it. Kimball Matson free throw line has it knocked out of his hands. Didn't really run after it, and Star Valley did. Down the other side of the court, nice bounce pass, laid up and in, and a foul. So Kimball Matson did not run after the ball. I think he thought it was going to go out of bounds, but it was. All credit to Taylor Horsley, who was hustling on the play. He raced up the sideline, stole it before the ball went out of bounds, and went coast to coast. Dustin Rees having a word with Kimball Matson, maybe saying, hey, you got to chase after that ball. Don't assume the ball is going to go out of bounds. And foul was called on Kimball Matson as well, his second. So a 3-point play not converted there, as it is 31-30 the score. Or 31-30. They did update the score there. Thought I was seeing things for a second. Baseline drive, put up and off the window, and good. Another lay-in there for Dean Shaw. And Star Valley retakes the lead, 33-31 the score. I'm a little bit confused. I think the score is wrong right now, but I could be wrong. I'm not exactly sure. I think Paul Kabanik is motioning over to the scorer's table that something is off. We'll see if it is fixed here. It is. It is 34-31. I believe that is the correct score. It was a 3-point play for Star Valley, so it should have been 3 points. A little bit confused there. Scoreboard confused me, but we seem to be all good right now. Chase Morrell with the ball up top, gets it over to his teammate Taylor Horsley, thrown down low, going up, and fouled is R.J. Kazir on the shot. That is the second foul, or third foul of the first half, the second half for Mountain View. Foul will go against Hunter Meeks. That is his third, so that's of note from Mountain View, as their first player to get into 3 fouls is Hunter Meeks. He turns around and walks back to the bench, knowing that the substitute is for him. Kimball Matson checking back in. Second free throw on the way from R.J. Kazir, and that one rolls out. No good. Kimball Matson with the rebound. And it's a 4-point lead for Star Valley, 35-31. The score is 29-28 at the break. Star Valley led. Turnover from Mountain View. Star Valley going the opposite direction. That is Horsley with it up top, pulls it back out towards midcourt. Horsley picks up his dribble, gets it over to Morrell. Morrell looking to his right, gets it over to Kazir. Kazir trying to feed it inside, did not have the route, so he kicked it back out to Jeske. Jeske turning, spinning, and he throws it right through the legs of Dean Shaw. Kind of threw it a little bit too hard and a little bit too fast for Dean Shaw, all the way right through his legs. Shaw did not have an opportunity to get the ball as it went sailing through his legs. 35-31, Mountain View. 3 points in the quarter. Trail by 4. Brigham Blumell lost it out of bounds. He was working down low on the post. And Dustin Rees calls a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We're going to take the timeout, too, on mylocalradio.com.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Mountain View coming out a little bit slow in the third quarter after making a 3 on their opening possession. Inbounding the ball is Taylor Horsley. No pressure from Mountain View. And walked across the center line from Star Valley. On the left side, that is Tanner Thompson with it. Morrell is bumped at the free throw line. A foul called. That is the 4th foul of the second half. Not even 4 minutes in for Mountain View. So Mountain View, a little bit of change of fate. As in the first half, it was Star Valley picking up 6 fouls in the first quarter. Mountain View has picked up 4 fouls in the first 3+ minutes of this second half. Remember, on the 7th foul, teams will shoot for the remainder of the game on every foul. So Mountain View does not want to get to that point. In the corner, that is Morrell with it. Morrell, long miss, and rebound pulled down by Mountain View. That is Trenton Wells with it. Takes it across midcourt. Colby Reese, gets inside to Brigham Blumell. Blumell, a lot of contact, no call. Thrown up off the side of the backboard. Rebound pulled down by Star Valley. Star Valley content to hold the ball with this lead now as they move it around. Tanner Thompson with the ball. Thrown away, tipped away in the middle of the paint. Braden Walk, with the ball. Gives it up. In the backcourt, the ball goes and able to be pulled away. Colby Reese maintains possession. Ashton Schofield, free throw line, gives it over to Walk. Walk, 3 defenders around him, picks up his dribble. Ashton Schofield right down the lane, and that is out of bounds. Fans wanted a traveling violation, but the ball was knocked out of Ashton Schofield's hands, so that's what the official was signaling on the baseline, that it was knocked out of his hands. He never had possession, so although he was walking with it, it was not a traveling violation. 3:30 to play, 35-31. The guests leading the home Buffalo here in this one. Baseline, pull-up jumper, no good. But they're an over-the-back foul. They are. A wild attempt there for the rebound from Star Valley. Never really had a chance. And Morrell picks up his 3rd foul, so he will check out of the contest. And back in is Alec Lawson, the 6'2 senior. So that's a very experienced group for Star Valley. They only have seniors and juniors on the roster for this varsity team. I believe they're getting a foul on Star Valley here, and it will be 2 shots at the free throw line. It will. The foul called on Star Valley, number 12, Alec Lawson, who just checked into the contest. His 2nd foul, the 3rd on Star Valley in the second half, and Brigham Blumell not able to make it count as he rims it out on the first attempt. He'll get 1 more at the free throw line, will Brigham Blumell. Blumell rolls it around, hits the backboard, and bounces in. So touched every part of the rim, including the one it needed to on that one. 35-32 the score. Mountain View deficit down to 3 here. Alec Lawson with the ball on the left wing, looking to go somewhere with it. Ball over his head. Throws it inside, and it's taken away by Ashton Schofield, who turns around and gets it over to Trenton Wells, who crosses midcourt with it. Wells looking to go to his left. Braden Walk. Pump fake. That is Brigham Blumel in the corner. Gives it out to Reese. Reese on the right wing. Schofield at the free throw line. Gives it back out. Trenton Wells wide open for three. Front rim no good. Pulled down by Brigham Blumel, and I think he lost it on the way up. And here comes Star Valley looking to advance the ball with some numbers. And Ashton Schofield goes down hard, and his head hit the hardwood. And ouch. There are people standing up all across the gym clapping as Ashton Schofield walks off the court. Ashton Schofield, he is a grown man. I would still be rolling around on the ground for about 10 more minutes if I ever had that kind of contact. Ashton Schofield nearly hit the backboard with his head. Instead, his head hit the hard wood, and he is taken to the end of the bench. Hopefully he is okay. Fans very concerned about his health, as they should be. Great play by Ashton Schofield. Not to be marred by an injury there, but Ashton Schofield, really a great defensive play on that one. Three from outside, no good. Pulled down by Brigham Blumel, and down the other way goes Trenton Wells. Trenton Wells pulls up. Braden Walk with it. Wells back up top. Braden Walk looking to drop it off. Fakes the drop off to Wells. Excuse me, that is not Wells. That is Colton Reutz, excuse me. First time I've seen Reutz today, so maybe an injury to Ashton Schofield. He checks in, and quickly back in is Kimball Madsen, so Colton checks out. Ball up top, Mason Erickson with it. Thrown inside, nice play, fumbled by Alec Lawson on the baseline and off the hands of Star Valley, out of bounds. Official on the baseline looking for help. Neither of the officials giving to him. He eventually makes a call. It will be Star Valley ball. 35-32 with 1:45 to play in quarter number 3. Ashton Schofield went down with an injury. Let's hope he is able to return. Don't want to mess around with head injuries, however. And a long three is good there for Star Valley. So Star Valley hits the first field goal in a while there. A long three ball. And it's 38-32, a 6-point advantage. Braden Walk from the corner, trying to get it right back. Misses the shot, but gets his own rebound following the shot. That is from the corner, Colby Reese. Colby Reese might play lineman in football, but he's got that outside range. You got to watch out. And he hits the downtown shot, but immediately right in his face is another three-pointer there. This one from Tanner Thompson. So Colby Reese slow to come back on defense and get in the face of his man, and it was a three ball. So it turned into a three-point shootout quickly here, and a full timeout has been called on mylocalradio.com.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advance from PetMinerals.com today.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Back to action here at Mountain View. If you're just joining us, Ashton Schofield went down with an injury moments ago on a block attempt. He jumped pretty high, and his legs came out from under him, and the back of his head slammed against the hardwood really hard. Just watching some replays of that on an adjacent monitor next to me, and man, it really does look just as bad on replay as it did sound in real life. So hopefully Ashton is okay. But the Mountain View offense seems to be okay as they've put up some points here in the last couple of possessions. Tanner Thompson, 2 threes in a row. Let's see if he gets another one for the Star Valley Braves. Lawson turning around, spinning, and winning with under 30 seconds to go in quarter number 3. That lead back to 6. Colby Reese. Kimball Madsen trying to throw it inside to Brigham Blumel, but unfortunately Mason Erickson was standing out of bounds when he saved it, so it is Mountain View possession here. 15.5 seconds to go. Let's see if Dustin Reese's team is able to hold for one shot. Finish out the quarter with a basket. In the corner, Colby Reese, 4-3, open, and he airballed it. And now Star Valley has the last possession there, so probably not the shot Dustin wanted. With 5 seconds to go, it is a free throw line runner, and that is no good. Short, an air ball from Taylor Horsley as the third quarter ends. 43-37 the score. Stay tuned for a great fourth quarter on the way from Mountain View, where the 4A Star Valley Braves and the 3A Mountain View Buffs will compete for the victory on this Thursday night.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
We are obviously not going to diagnose any injuries, but if you're just joining us, Ashton Schofield went down hard with a head injury late in that third quarter. He has returned to the bench here with, just as we begin our fourth quarter. He is not coming in the game, but it is good to see Ashton Schofield back on the bench for the Mountain View Buffs. Hopefully he will be able to re-enter. Don't want to mess around with any head injuries. I'm not sure if he went into the locker room to get his head checked out or what. He was not on the bench for a while there. But if they did any tests, he seems to have passed them as he is sitting back on the bench. And the ball is knocked out of bounds off of Star Valley to start the final quarter. So a turnover will give Mountain View the ball. 6-point game. Mountain View trying to get a win here on their home court for the boys team. Braden Walk on the left side. Trenton Wells up top, gets the ball. Ball fake. Hunter Meeks, baseline, throws it, knocked away. Active hands there from Star Valley, able to force a turnover. In the corner, 4-3, no good, rimmed out. And another hard fall right under that same basket. This time Andrew Jeske went flying in for the rebound, but could not corral it. 6-point game, half a minute into this final quarter of action. Trent Wells on the right wing. Over to Braden Walk. Back to Wells, ball fake. Looks like Mountain View is trying to work out for a three here. Haven't found it quite yet. Kimball Madsen back to Walk in the right corner for 3. He misses that one, did not follow his own shot. Ball went into the corner, pulled down by Star Valley. Outlet pass, and Star Valley wasting no time getting it down the floor. Dean Shaw turns around, gives it to his teammate, and here comes that clock-working offense for Star Valley. They can both run and they can take some time off the clock. This might be a possession where they try to take some time off the clock, run some offense, as Dean Shaw has the ball up top. Nearly thrown over the head of Mason Erickson, but he jumped up to corral it. Colby Reese nearly jumped in front of that pass, did not get it. And Erickson underneath with the rebound, tosses it over to Jeske, and a foul has been called. Kimball Madsen and a Star Valley player wound up tangled underneath the basket. A little bit of a extracurricular, but refs run in and make sure nothing more comes of it. And Jeske rolls it over the front rim, quite literally on that one. Looked to be short the entire way, but he just put it on the front of the rim. Got a nice little backwards roll on it, and it went in. Foul, by the way, was called on Kimball Madsen, his 4th, so he checks out. does not want to foul out here with as much time on the clock. Dustin Rees talking to him on the bench saying, hey, just can't have you foul anymore or your night will be over, and we need you on the court. Braden Walk, right wing, 4-3, and nothing but net from Braden Walk. Braden Walk, you hear some of this the Star Valley fans on the near side bleachers that I'm at the top of, and every time he touches the ball, about a host of fans shout shooter, and Braden Walk has proven him right tonight. He has been a shooter all season long, and he has proven why tonight. Several long threes for Braden Walk. He will always attempt those threes, by the way. He's not shy if he's not making them. He is confident enough in his abilities that he will start to make them. Turnover, thrown up ahead. Dean Shaw off the window and good. That lead back to 7 now, so Mountain View trying to break that zone for Star Valley, that high zone. It's a 2-3 zone, but the bottom three pressed up very high, so when Hunter Beeks catches the ball, he tries to kick it right out, but that Star Valley team, very lengthy, very athletic, can't just lazily throw it around. You got to throw it with a purpose, and Mountain View has struggled to do that at times tonight. Back out top, Colby Reese for 3, every part of the rim but the right part, and Braden Walk has it blocked, but a foul is called. And it gets the Star Valley fans up on their feet, vocal at that call. They did not agree that that was a foul on the attempt. They thought it was a clean block, but instead, Braden Walk to the line for 2 shots. Walk's first attempt is up and good. Foul, by the way, was called on number 12, Alec Lawson for Star Valley. That is his 3rd, only the team's 4th, however, so not in foul trouble immediately right now. Walk with one more at the line, and that is nothing but net, tried and true, and that lead for Star Valley. Back down to 5. Under 5 to play here in the final quarter of action from our second game at Mountain View between the Star Valley and Mountain View Buffalo. And that one is a long 3, banked in from Mason Erickson. Insert corny cliche about how the banks stay open late. I'm not going to say it, but you can say it in your head, as he used all of the bank on that one to get it in. Steal in the lane, fouled is Tanner Thompson there. I believe that was Colby Reese who committed the foul. It was. Team 6, so no free throws just yet here for the Star Valley Braves, but they'll be shooting for the remainder of the game on every foul. Thompson inside. Baseline, has it blocked, but he is fouled, and the referee signals that he was hit in the head, so he will go to the free throw line. Looked just to be a slow developing play for Star Valley. Mountain View not really ready off the inbound. It was pretty simple play there as Tanner Thompson literally just cut down right down the lane. Wide open, no one stepped up to guard him, and he caught the ball, and once he caught it, he was one-on-one from about 5 feet away. He got around a Mountain View defender, threw it up off the glass, and was fouled. Second free throw is up and good. So just like that, the lead up to 10. Some of this Mountain View faithful here trying to urge this team on here. And Star Valley has their largest lead of the contest at 10. Trenton Wells over to Braden Walk. Braden Walk being double teamed at the top of that 2-3 zone. On the right side, Trenton Wells driving to his right, picks up his dribble. Braden Walk open for 3. Braden Walk, nothing but net. Cannot leave him open. And that has been the downfall of Star Valley. That's the problem with a 2-3 zone. You're going to get a lot of open shooters from the outside. 3-2 zone is usually for shooters where you have 3 people at the top of the zone guarding the shooters on the top and the 2 wings. Sometimes you suffer in the corners, but sometimes the corner threes, especially in high school, can be the toughest threes to attempt. So you're okay with that. But on a 2-3 zone, you're giving up the top of the lane. There's only 2 guys to go around. So when you swing the ball as well as Mountain View did on that possession where you go from left to right, there's only so much that those players can do because usually there's one player guarding the ball if it's on the left wing and the other player on the top of the zone is guarding someone at the top of the paint if Mountain View or the opposing team in this scenario has 3 players up top, 3 wide, if we will. And that is what happened. So that player was guarding the player up top, went over to Braden Walk, and Braden Walk just hit the 3. So an easy basket there. Cannot leave him open. Credit to Mountain View. They do have to make the shots. You can be open as much as you want, but if you're not making the shots, you're not going to make the other team pay. To their credit, Mountain View has made Star Valley pay tonight with these fouls. Star Valley still in the huddle. They break the huddle, and they will walk down the court to inbound. Mountain View down by 7 here with 3:57 to play. It's going to need some defense down the stretch here. Get a couple stops, a couple baskets, and this one can be theirs. Brigham Blumell in the backcourt defending. A little one-man pressure. Star Valley able to advance it across the center line. In the corner. Back up top. That is Shaw with it. Over to Horsley. Horsley up top. Back to Shaw. In the lane, Morrell turning around. Elbow jumper, no good. Had a lot of room in front of him. Maybe more time than he realized. Colby Reese pulls down the rebound. 3.5 minutes to play. Trenton Wells on the right wing. Colby Reese calling for it on the left wing. He gets it, throws it inside to Hunter Meeks. Back outside in the corner. That is Trenton Wells. Comes up just short on the 3-point attempt. Rebound for Star Valley. There's any crossovers. I believe that was Tanner Thompson getting it across the center line. In the corner, Star Valley content to pass it around, take some time. Off the clock, up 7 points with 3 minutes to play. Star Valley a 4A team, Mountain View the 3A team. Trying to upset the 4A Braves on Mountain View's home court, and that is a killer as Mason Erickson winds up open on the right wing, and he nails a 3. That lead now back to double digits at 10 points for the Braves. 2:40 to play. Mountain View holding the ball here. Interesting decision by Trenton Wells. Inside, Hunter Meeks, has it taken out of his hands. And down the other side of the court, an open layup coming in for Brigham Blumell. Looked like he might have tried to dunk it there, but he just laid it in at the last second. Dustin Rees trying to tell his team to play some defense here, calling out a defensive play. Nearly turned over off the hands of Horsley. Inside, foul is committed as Mason Erickson cut in the lane. It will be free throws on the way, so maybe just a bad decision there from Star Valley in the last possession. They had some numbers, but they turned it over in the paint, and because of that, Brigham Blumell had never made it all the way back down the court. He was wide open on the other side of the court, and he scored an easy layup. Free throw up, free throw good from Mason Erickson. He's earned himself another free throw at the line. Chance to make this a 10-point game once again. So Mountain View cannot trade points here. They're going to need to get some defensive stops, maybe some turnovers, or some missed free throws down the stretch here if they want a chance to win. Star Valley's been doing everything right here in the second half in regards to holding on to the lead. Back to 10 now with 2:12 to play. Trenton Wells inbounding the ball. Inside, Brigham Blumell being defended there, and the foul was called against Star Valley, but it is only the 15th foul, so as far as that goes, it will not result in free throws. Ball up on top. Trenton Wells has it knocked out of his hands into the backcourt. He is okay to go and get it, and he does. Inside, this one's knocked away off the hands of Mountain View, and out of bounds. Braden Walk had his hands over his head. Gave away that one before the official made his call. He knew what the call was coming. Now done 2 minutes to go, the lead at 10. Trenton Wells tried to make a steal at midcourt, could not. And on the other side, that is Horsley with it, throws it back out up top to Tanner Thompson. Morrell throws it underneath the basket on the baseline. A foul, or no, it is out of bounds. So a turnover there, an unnecessary turnover for Star Valley. Mountain View was not going to foul there, and Star Valley could have taken off some more time on the clock, but instead they turn over with 1.5 minutes to play in the final quarter. Braden Walk with the ball up top. Walk uses a screen. Picked up his dribble, gets it over to Wells, right through the hands of Brigham Blumel. Went off the hands of a Star Valley player before going out of bounds, so Mountain retains possession, but things getting desperate here. 1:17 to play, down by 10. Blumel. Ball batted up and off the backboard and in, so I'm not sure who exactly is going to get credit for that. It was Blumel and Kimball Madsen underneath the basket there, tipping that one up. Just the height alone would lead me to believe that Brigham Blumel got that, but I'm not exactly sure. 8-point game, full timeout. We're going to take the timeout too on mylocalradio.com.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at West Star Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit West Star Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. West Star Printing, 307-789-5202.
So the score 57-49 with 1:08 to play. That lead sits at 8 for Star Valley here, trying to close this one out on the road in this contest as Mountain View will look to pressure here. Maybe force a turnover or two and pull out a improbable victory. 68 seconds on the clock. Star Valley inbounding underneath their own basket. Looking to go all the way down the court. It is stolen at midcourt. That's Brigham Blumel with it. Blumel tosses it over, and he turns it over right to Star Valley, who pulls it back out. That is Tanner Thompson with it. And Thompson gets it back out towards midcourt, and a foul is committed on number 14, Dean Shaw. But a bad turnover right when you didn't need it. Brigham Blumel got what the Buffaloes needed at that point. He got a turnover. It forced a long ball pass to midcourt. He stepped in front of the pass, intercepted it, and then he threw it across court. Not a smart decision, and it was intercepted by Star Valley. And the 1-and-1 front end is good, so one more attempt for Dean Shaw to make it a double-digit lead once again. That is up, and that is good. Braden Walk going to need to make some threes here late if Mountain View wants to come back in this one. Trenton Wells over Kimball Madsen. Colby Reese for three. Reese off the front rim, no good. Rebound put up and no good there. Second attempt. And another rebound down low for Mountain View. 3 rebounds on that possession. Trenton Wells could not get his second opportunity to go. But Colby Reese, who shot the initial 3, got in there. Got the rebound and nearly made the shot. Would have been interesting had he made it, plus the foul, but he missed it. Foul, by the way, was committed on Jason Morrell, who's slow to exit the game. But he does have to exit because that is the 5th foul on Morrell. 5 fouls will foul you out 10 times out of 10. 59-49, speaking of 10, 10-point lead as the first free throw is up and good from Colby Reese. Turns around, tosses Braden Walk. He might be talking about missing this one intentionally. We'll have to see. Colby Reese, 9-point deficit. Second free throw up and good. So maybe just talking about the pressure to implement. And a timeout, I believe, called by Paul Kabonic on that one. So the timeout called there. And with a 59-51 lead, Star Valley just trying to close this thing out on the road and go back to, I believe it's Lincoln County, with a victory. Interesting what Dustin Rees will have drawn up on this one. We'll have to see what his teammates think. about this, or what his team, I guess, kind of lost my thought after I said that. It'll be interesting to see what Dustin Rees, or hear when I talk to Dustin Rees next week, what he takes out of this game. Obviously, it's a game against a 4A opponent in Star Valley. You know, playing up in a class, you're a 3A team in Mountain View, but playing at home, an opportunity to defeat Star Valley certainly was there for them. Had a lot of chances, had the lead after one quarter, and then led by 11 in the second quarter did Mountain View, but it has been chances wasted. Kind of a similar story for the girls basketball team earlier tonight, as that pass is almost thrown behind Mason Erickson. Had Kimball Matson turned around, he might have been able to intercept that pass. He was on the other side of the defender, and he had his back turned to the ball, trying to face guard his man, and because of that, he didn't see the ball. But unfortunately for him, he has fouled out. Kimball Matson's night is officially done here. Even if Mountain View were to make a miraculous comeback in the final 40 seconds, it will be without Kimball Matson. He picked up his 5th foul. First free throw is no good. Second is also no good, but tapped out off of the chest of Mason Erickson. So Mason Erickson missed 2 free throws and then saw the ball go off of him out of bounds. And Mountain View has a chance here, down by 8, 40 seconds to go. It's probably going to need to be a 3 on this possession. Inside, Brigham Blumel, up off the window, and good. So that lead down to 2 possessions here. Thrown in to Tanner Thompson. Tanner Thompson fouled from behind. Braden Walk comes up to make the foul, commit the foul. 27.8 on the clock here. 59-53 the score. Mountain View trailing, but they're going to need some help from Star Valley to come back and win this one, if that is in the cards for tonight. Star Valley has missed 3 consecutive free throws here, and that one is no good. So 4 consecutive free throws, 2-possession game with 25 seconds to go. Let's see if Mountain View can get a 3 off here and make this thing really interesting with 20.2 to play. 20.2. Colby Reese inbounding on the sideline. Gets it over to Hunter Meeks. Back to Reese. Reese up top. Needs to find a 3-point shooter, and it's thrown inside. Hunter Meeks is fouled from behind. So Mountain View has a chance to score with no time coming off the clock here. Sure, that's not what Paul Kabanek wanted. He has his arms folded, standing in front of that Star Valley bench, trying to make sure everything is all good at the end of this one. Hunter Meeks, 1-1. And he misses that one, but it's off the hands of Mason Erickson again. I think that official missed that call. Mason Erickson, at least clearly to me, grabbed the ball and kind of knocked it out of bounds, but they gave Star Valley the possession here. So I'm not sure if it would matter to decide the victor of the game, but a beneficial call at the end goes to Star Valley. 6-point game, 12 seconds to go. Mountain View is going to need about a miracle and a half here in order to tie this one up. 2-possession game, 12 seconds to go. 1 free throw will ice this one and put it away, but Star Valley's missed the last 4, so it's never a guarantee at the line. Free throw is up, and free throw is good, so that one will finish it. Taylor Horsley, 5'9" junior, putting it away at the free throw line. 60-53, the finals, or not the final score, but the score right now. And Horsley misses that one in the corner, pulled down by Brigham Blumel. Braden Walk racing it across midcourt. Walk crosses over, being doubled, throws it over to Colby Reese, and it's knocked away with 3.2. Mountain View cannot win here, but they might have a chance to get some more points on the board, at least make it a more respectable scoreline if they can score here. Trenton Wells with 3 on the clock turns around, and Ashton Schofield, who re-entered the game, misses a free throw line jumper. And that's going to do it here from MyLocalRadio.com and Mountain View, where the Mountain View Buffalo girls team falls 60-43. That game was much closer than that scoreline would suggest. And then the boys team falls 60-53 to Star Valley. So Star Valley put up 60 points in both the girls and the boys game. Mountain View put up 43 in the girls and 53 in that boys game. So that will do it for our coverage here from Mountain View, Wyoming in Uinta County. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett signing off. We will be back in action tomorrow when the Lyman Eagles welcome Thunder Basin into Uinta County to play in a Friday night marquee matchup between the girls and the boys will play, looking to get a 4A upstate victory. If you're interested in watching Evanston against Mountain View, tune in tomorrow on mylocalradio.com. Jake Hibbard will have an Evanston-based stream for that one tomorrow between Mountain View and Evanston. Another 4A opportunity to get a win for Jessica Moretti and Dustin Rees, both coaches for the Mountain View programs. Unfortunately for them, both teams suffer a defeat here on this Thursday night. That's going to do it for our coverage from Mountain View, Wyoming. Once again, my name is Sean Bennett and mylocalradio.com signing off.